By the eye of Fashanti, we are back. It's Friday night. Here we are in the Finney equation, and we're going through the multiverse of madness. We cha-cha'd into this week because it's Mario. Thank you, Mario, for cha-cha'ing it up for us
Mhm.
last week. And we are back. We bring you more fun and shenanigans as always. Well, welcome everybody. It's another Friday night. Hope you all had a great week. Hope you all had a great Finders Keepers week at your Targets, online, shipping, everything that you want to have.
Hmm.
Let's just jump right into it, folks. I'm here always.
I got nothing.
There you go. I don't have anything. I didn't know what he said either. I was like, I don't know. And as always, I am always sitting here with my other host, the most, Mr. Alex Sanchez. How you doing?
What guys? I'm coming in pretty good.
Yeah,
Uh,
still a little tired.
how's everyone doing? I just want to apologize for dipping out pretty abruptly last week. We actually ended up taking the baby to the ER because she ended up getting an upper respiratory infection.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, we were. It's fine. It's like usually it happens to babies.
Yeah.
So we were in the
Scary though.
hospital for yeah, that's why my wife, who also apologizes, wouldn't have contacted me on like during the show. But she kind of freaked out, so we ended up being there until like 2 in the morning. But she's good now, so sorry about that. But I'm back and ready to talk some toys and specifically some Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
It is all
Star
Glad
Wars.
everything's good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, family comes first. This show's
Oh yeah.
like sixth or seventh on the list.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, oh man, I wanted to say my proper goodbyes to Mario, our guest, and I was like, it's Mario.
Yeah. It's just Mario. Come on. Let's
We
be
stayed
real.
on to it was like a 3 hour show. It was like a parallel universe show.
I know that was long, man. I had to dip out.
You gotta see. You're like, man, they talking about too much rap.
No, well, there was some wrestling talk. So like usually when you guys are doing the wrestling talk, I jump over to like ACBA, and then when they're talking about the anime, I jump over back to you guys and stuff. So
There you go.
It's wrestling talk, man. That's why it's all-time low in
I know
popularity.
it's like I said, like old school, I'm in, but like anything past like 1985 or maybe 90, maybe 90.
Like Hulkamania.
I'm out.
wrestling.
The Hulk, yeah.
I got you. By the way,
Big John Stud.
both of you guys are wearing some pretty spiffy comic book shirts. I see you got a James O'Barr Crow shirt there.
This show is probably older than most people in the chat, I'm gonna guess.
Is that an original kind of Crow O'Barr?
This is when it came out. Yeah, I was working in a comic book shop at the time, which dating myself. But yeah, so I love that comic book, man. It was freaking great. It was a great comic book. Love the movie too. It still holds up.
It does. And the movie does too.
Yep.
Dante, what's go ahead.
I know. So before we go on, let's introduce our guest here for the first time. First time being on the show, Mr. 1-6 Shooter in the house.
Pew pew pew. What's going on, guys? Good to be here.
Yeah, it's good to have you on. Thank you. It's been.
I recognize you. It's it's Dante? Is that what
something like that? I don't know. I don't recognize myself in the mirror sometimes. Like I don't know who you are, sir.
I've run into Dante a couple times and caught him off guard.
I was like, what was this?
It's a lot of people coming around though, man. It was a crazy day down there at what the hell was that?
Zolocon.
Yeah. So Zolocon. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Zolocon.
Zolocon's hot, man.
Where's that?
Hot. What part of the PA is that? Is that Wayne? That's not
Wayne.
Now I forgot the name of the town. It's like Warminster. I want to say something like that.
Yeah, it's like
Warminster, PA, or something like that. It was an old centrifuge for NASA, I think, and they used to like send the astronauts around the circle to test, get them ready for weightlessness and stuff. And that's where it's held. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Warminster. Yeah, Disavowed's got it. Yep.
Mr. Disavowed. He knows his PA stuff. He's like, yeah, he's PA champ. He's like, I live here. You name it, I know it. Let me tell you. Real quick, and then we got a super chat already from Mr. Blake Quam. Thank you, saying sup, fellas. What's
Very
going on,
nice.
Blake?
What's up,
What's
Blake?
up, Blake?
And what's going on, everybody? And Dom's like Infinity Asian / creators last week doubleheader. It was. It's a long show last week with Mario, but it was good talk.
Mhm.
It felt like one of those like shows like you just talking like catching up. That's all.
Yeah.
That's good, man. That's when it's fun. Yeah, we did. I did a show on my Legion's Lounge show with Cornboy from Four Horsemen Studios, and it was the same thing. It went on for like 3 hours, and it was just a great conversation. Really cool. Love that.
When you get to those like deep conversations, you're just like, man, it's like, yo, this is good. Like,
Yeah, it's just rolling. It's rolling.
Right.
It goes one thing into the next. It's great.
yeah.
You guys drinking anything tonight?
No, not today.
Just water because I gotta get up early tomorrow because it's free comic book day.
Oh,
I'm gonna get my free comics.
oh, okay,
Yeah, because there's some ones I need to get.
gotcha.
Some new ones to really kind of test out and play with.
I've been trying to get that Death Dealer, the Frank Frazetta comic book, and everybody keeps telling me it's not out yet. I don't know. I've seen like 17 covers already that they've been promoting, and nobody seems to have it. I don't know what's going on. Probably go out tomorrow and check it out, see if anybody's got it.
Who's the publisher of it?
I don't even know. His daughter and granddaughter, the Frazetta girls, keep posting it. And I've asked a couple comic book shops, and they're like, "Yeah, it's not out yet." I'm like, "Wow."
Is it reprinted stuff from his earlier works, or is
It's
it
all brand new? It's all brand new, like written. It's a whole story around Death Dealer, and all multiple covers and stuff like that from different artists. Really cool stuff. Yeah, it's good looking stuff. Yeah, I can't remember who puts it out though. I'll have to look that up. That'll help.
I'm just trying to see if it comes up.
Do they?
Oh, here you go.
You know,
I found it.
Who puts it out?
It is by Opius Books.
I've never heard of Opius.
Me neither.
Is that it?
That's it. Yeah, that's one of them.
Do any of the Frazetta girls, his daughter, granddaughter, do they do anything creatively, or are they just kind of like the?
I think they're just basically licensing it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they run one of the museums.
Yeah.
Son runs the other one, and
I've been there.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet. I gotta go. Man. I can't wait to go.
You're talking about the one in PA, because the only one I know of was the one in PA.
There's one in PA, and they have the daughters. The daughter and the granddaughter have one in Florida.
Oh, in Florida. Okay.
Yeah,
I went there my first year at the Kubert Art School, and when he was still alive, so he actually came out and he talked to us, showed us around.
Cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. He was still drawing.
He's like an idol, man. He's an idol of mine. I love his work. Love it.
I mean, probably the most influential fantasy artist ever. Maybe. You think so?
Yeah. Gotta be, right?
I think so.
Modern, anyways. You know.
Yeah.
Later 20th century for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Once you get, prior to like the 1940s, I think you get into a whole other.
Yeah.
A whole other stable of different artists and stuff.
Yeah, some great stuff back then too. But he was amazing.
I kind of compare Frank to Ray Harryhausen. They both were like kind of like pioneers like that.
Oh yeah, pioneers wise, yeah.
Ray Harryhausen, like you could not stop none of his monsters. Like, come on, like yo, stop motion monsters were the best.
Harryhausen was the best, man. That's like, I mean, seriously, that's like what kind of gravitated me towards Mythic Legions to begin with was the skeletons. Like there hadn't been good skeleton figures that looked like skeletons up until that point. I mean, that I know of anyway. And I always wanted to like skeletons. When I saw Sinbad, I was like, oh man, how great would it be to have like toy skeletons, man, in battle. And like, dream is a reality now. That's great.
Very true.
They're making every kind of toy for us. For people our age.
Dude, I mean, I know you guys say it all the time. Everybody always says it, but it's an insane golden age. I mean, I'm waiting for the bubble to burst. I guess that's a negative thing, but like, it's getting crazy. I see a lot of people just like consolidating things. I'm doing the same thing. Like, I mean, shelf space wise, I've got to get rid of some stuff, and just like I can't buy every cool thing that I see. You know what I mean? Like I was at that point for a while, just like, ooh, that looks really cool. I could do a shot with that, and it goes on the shelf, or it goes in a box, and I never shoot it.
Yeah. Plus, prices keep going up.
Yeah.
We'll talk a little bit about that, I guess.
Yeah. I agree. Like I want to get into Myth Leagues. I really do. Like I only have one right now.
What do you got?
That's it. What was the one that wasn't last year? It was 2020. At ToyCon. It was the one they have there with Arether, I think was
Arethyr? Oh, with the wings?
Arethyr. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the horse that he had with him.
Aethon, yeah.
Those were the only one. And that was because Just Jay taught me into that. I'm sorry, Just Jay and The Amazing taught me into that.
Yeah.
It was their fault.
They're on the spot enablers for sure, man, at the ToyCon for sure. We're all just hovering around there. Like when people come up and say, "Are these good?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, come here. Let me tell you what to get."
They enable to get. I really like. I want to get into them, but it's just like I don't have the shelf space. Legends is kind of taking my money. Imports is taking my money.
Masterverse now too for you.
At least Masterverse gives me a little bit of space in between. I don't have to like. It's not like, oh man, here comes another set of Masterverse. I gotta get these.
Yeah,
but that's almost about to end anyway, which hopefully is good. It's kind of a good thing and a bad thing. But it's just it's hard so much now. Plus, some wrestling figures I'm picking up. See, that makes it even harder.
Yep. The frequency by which some of these toy lines comes out, I think, is just really, if you collect.
Nuts. Yeah. I mean, even like Mythic Legions, those guys just said that they just did the Cosmic Legions Wave 2. That just ended. And they told everybody, like, listen, we're not going to hit you with... They've got an all-star wave, which is where they bring back some of the older ones after people vote on them. We're not going to do it to you until July because we got to, we want to give you a break because they've been hitting people hard. And that's the thing. Like, I mean, all these companies want to stay in business, and you got to continually, put things into production because God knows what the production schedule is going to be like, or shipping and stuff like that. So you got to keep it moving, but there's so much vying for attention. It's nuts, man.
Yeah, I think one of the things that the people that are licensing out their IP can do is not license it out to only a certain amount. Like, for instance, Nickelodeon. They have how many different Ninja Turtles licenses?
Oh my god, Turtles!
You got the NECA, you got the NECA movie. So maybe the BXT. I mean, I know some people like maybe skip out or at least cycle it, where like Super 7 gets it for X number of years, whatever, and then the next, I think that might be something they should consider, because it also waters down your product. Like once, like I collect the NECA movie and cartoon Turtles, and I'm already reaching a point with both those lines where I'm like, I can skip out on whatever else is coming up because I've got the core characters, I've got the ancillary characters, I've got the peripheral characters. So it's, after a while, I don't really need once they start coming out with like baseball outfit Ninja Turtles and stuff to commemorate the original vintage line. Cool.
But you want cool disguise Donatello?
No, I don't want Star Trek Donatello.
I do. That's the one I buy.
Well, a lot of people do, but it's just like, it's too much. It's just too much to keep up with.
It is.
It is, man. It is. I get you. And it's the same with a lot of the stuff. Like just getting into like different IPs like that. Like how deep can you go? Like, at this point I'm paring down on like the 3-0 Game of Thrones stuff because like I love Game of Thrones, but the ending left me disappointed, and like I just have too many deep characters. I just need a couple representations on the shelf for Game of Thrones, and then I'm good. You know what I mean? That's all I need.
We'll get ready for the prelude characters. They're going to be coming in.
Oh Jesus! I'm praying that's no good because I don't really want to buy anything else, man. It's ridiculous.
I've never seen Game of Thrones.
Oh, really? Wow. It's good. It's worth watching, man. It's fun.
Yeah. I was going to say, because I don't know if you're not doing yourself a disservice, but I mean...
Well...
I'm not a big knights and sorcery armor.
Oh, no, not fantasy, no.
Yeah, like I can barely get through Lord of the Rings trilogy. I've never seen all of like the Hobbit series.
Oh, Alex. Oh,
It's
Um,
okay, Alex. You're not in the same.
well, the Hobbits, you're not missing anything. The Lord of the Rings.
I like the backsheet animated stuff from
Oh, I
the
love that too, man. I love
yeah,
that a
early
lot.
80s.
Yeah. Yep. That's great stuff. That's great stuff.
Oh my goodness. See that? And then you woke up Brian. He said, Alex, I'm right there with you.
Oh, there you go. You see, I'm not alone.
See, he woke him up. He woke him up.
I know people like that. I
Yeah.
feel bad for them, but
Well, honestly, I agree with Alex because like I was like, well, my buddy of mine, he's like, hey, we're gonna go see the Hobbit. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm thinking it's just one and done. Like we're just sitting here like going to see the Hobbit. Like, all right.
mm,
I'm like,
well, mm.
like Smog. We ain't killing Smog this episode. We gotta come back
Well,
again.
yeah. The
For
problem
another
there
3
is the
hours?
Hobbit should have been one movie, and they wanted to stretch it to 3,
Yeah.
and that was a mess. That was a mess. But Lord of the Rings is not a mess. That is
Yeah, and I understand.
incredible.
And I still give the same complaint. You should have rode the birds to the mountain and just called it a day. I understand like there was so much
All right. We can't get into this, but there are reasons. There are reasons you just can't call the birds. Okay. All right.
I understand. Explain to me. It was explain to me why you can't call the birds. I'm like, you know
All
what?
right. All right.
Just
Don't
still
get me
call
going,
some
Dante. Don't get me going.
birds. Before we get any further, you know what? I want to say a shout out to my buddy from Foam Formers. Uh,
Yeah.
it was I felt very sad, and it's a little bit on my end as well. Uh, that they reached, I think it was 1,000 or 1,000, or was it 4K? I can't remember. I do apologize for informing if you're listening. I know you're gonna be listening tomorrow. So. Uh, they ran a giveaway, and only one person donated.
Mm.
Hmm.
One person donated to the charity that they were doing.
Really?
Yeah. So for the month of May, any money that we do get, we would donate to that charity that Foreign Film was going to.
Oh man, that's great. Very nice.
Yes, because I feel bad, and the wording on there almost felt like he wanted to give up. I
Mm.
said, no, 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 you're not going to give up. I'm going to promote you. So, Goon Squad, those who are watching, we got 37 people watching. All I'm asking you to do, go to Phone Formers and donate to the charity, please. I don't want Phone Formers to give up and feel disheartened. Uh, he's a really nice guy. I like talking to him. He's hilarious. When I do get a chance to talk to him, I told him he's more than welcome to be on the show. He's like, nah. He said, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Just like Robot.
I'll do that. I didn't even see that. I didn't see that. I
Yeah.
follow him. I don't know. I didn't see the thing.
Yeah.
It could just be a matter of time and
Right.
reach and stuff like that. It's tough. It's tough to get anybody going, man. Even when you got a ton of followers, to get anybody to get into anything, I mean, it's tough. You're giving away stuff.
Yeah.
It's like it's basically, if it's not free, even with the free stuff, it's tough to get people to join. It's hard.
It is. So Phone Formers.
So yeah, go and do that. Yeah.
Don't fret, sir. We got you
No,
back.
don't give up.
What was it from? What's that movie? I forget the movie. It had Tim Allen on the, I guess, Space Captain, but he was like a TV show.
Oh,
Galaxy Quest.
Yes,
there we go.
What was he saying?
Yeah.
Never give up.
Great
never quit.
movie. Great movie.
Awesome
Yeah.
movie.
It has a bit of a cult following now. I think they were trying to start a petition to get a sequel done a number of years ago. I don't think it's going to happen now.
Well, you can't have Alan Rickman in it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. You
That's
can
bad.
get the same feeling watching the Orville. I don't know if you guys are like Trekkies at all, but I gotta say the Orville is like some of the best Star Trek, and it's not Star Trek that I've seen in a long time.
That's
It's a
what
really
I've
good
heard
show.
from Star Trek fans, that they
Yeah.
prefer Orville over the new stuff that's coming out.
It's comedy, but it's not slapstick comedy. There's some themes in there that are like, whoa, this is deep. You know what I mean? Like this is a deep subject, and it's a comedy show. It's weird, but it's very much Star Trek. It's very much a love letter to Star Trek. So it's a very good show.
And thank you, Robert Diaz. You just reminded me of something. Shout out to my man William Missioner who sent me the link for those on Amazon for those Buzz Lightyear starships. Yeah,
Oh,
I
I didn't know
ordered
you were
those.
into Toy Story stuff.
No, I just want the ship because it fits a 6-inch figure.
Oh,
Did you pick up the SHF Buzz? Is that SHF or Mayfix? No, it's SHF. Actually,
This is it.
SHF, right?
I
Yeah.
did not. And once again,
I
this is
didn't
one.
either. It looks really cool, but
It
it's
does.
another thing like where it's like, yeah, I could do some really cool shots with that, but like, no, I'm not. No, 90 whatever dollars. No, it's not part of my collection. I don't have any other Toy Story stuff. Not doing
mm,
it.
See, and that's the thing. It's like I have my two shelves of imports. I'm like, okay, I'm good enough for that. Unless it's something that comes along, like, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
that gets me. I'm excited for that.
mm.
All right. So you know what, Trevor? We'll talk to you first before we get into our other topics. We'll
All right.
delve into the Trevor world, the 1/6 world.
Yeah, the
Let's
one
see.
six well.
A pro. You are a
Of
pro,
which,
friend.
Exactly.
well, technically, I suppose, yeah.
I mean,
um,
both in the literal and figurative sense. Like
right. Oh,
your
well, thank you.
your photography is just amazing.
Thank
Yes,
you.
it
Thanks.
is. Sounds like when Alex put the thumbnail for this week, I was like, "Ooh, this is so amazing!" Like, Alex, how'd you do
You
this?
you dug deep on those thumbnails. I was looking at those thumbnails. I'm like, where the hell is he picking these up from? My God.
well, yeah, I was looking at your IG, and I love like my favorite photography that I like to do is replicating famous pictures. Also, so like when I
Mm-hmm.
saw the Star Wars stuff, how you
Mm-hmm.
did, I think you did the trading cards,
Yeah. Yeah. I had
what
that
you
going
did
for a
the
while. Yeah.
yeah, and then the poster.
The poster
Um,
was a big one. Yeah.
yeah, I
That
mean,
that took off.
and then like how you do everything in camera, basically, for the most part, as far as I can tell, actually, your
90%, 95% of it is in camera. I will
Mhm,
point out if anything's done. Well, when I post ACBA, I will tell people that if
mhm,
it's there's any Photoshop. But I mean, there's editing, but there's no. I mean, outside of lightsaber blades and stuff like that, I try to keep all the effects and stuff in
mhm,
camera. So,
mhm. Yeah.
um,
So
yeah,
yeah,
the Star Wars cards were a bold thing, man. When I started out in 2000, it was like 2015. I started like calling on all these like big accounts. Like I'm like, hey, you want to do a card for my Star Wars card? I was, trying to get different artists to do it and post. And I'm
Mhm.
talking to Sergeant Bananas, and I'm talking to these guys, Isaac Renteria, and things like that. And like, they're like, yeah, who are you?
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
yeah.
I got a
So
few people.
I see you have the Jazz Inc. Falcon cockpit.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to talk about pickups, but I don't know if you want
Oh
to
yeah, the
embiggen me,
moisture
Dante. But
evaporator.
I just got the
yes.
moisture evaporator in
Yeah.
today. Holy crap, this thing is much bigger than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it just goes on
Wow.
and on and on and on and on.
I know. I'm considering getting the Hoth snow speeder, but I'm like, where the hell do I fit that thing? It's like they have to be suspended.
Yeah, after the
Yes.
Millennium Falcon, I do have the land speeder, and I think I ordered Ray's speeder too. I don't know what
Mhm.
I'm doing because like I don't have room for this stuff, man.
Yeah.
The place is packed, and yeah. The Millennium Falcon was cool to shoot. That shot you just showed.
Mm.
Yeah.
I just don't know what I'm gonna do with it now. Like I don't know. There's other shots to be had, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
Even send
It's
so
funny
send it
because it's
to.
almost like I'm sorry, Dante.
Oh no, I
Go
was gonna say send it to Alex, and he could put Baby Megatron in there. There you go.
ahead. She's already outgrown my Falcon. So
We just take the
but
seats out of this one. That's all.
yeah,
should be squished in there.
yeah. No, that's not good.
No.
Or you know what you could do? Get like one of those little Krypton ships, like they did with Superman, and put Baby Megatron in there.
No.
Yeah, yeah. You just hollow it out, and there you
Yeah.
go. Just in case. Never know.
So Trevor, how did you get into photography and specifically like shooting toys?
Well,
You
photography
always
was
did
kind of
go
a.
to school for it.
I went to school for design, so I did take photography. This was again, I'm going to date myself for the second time. We were still using film. It was on the cusp of digital photography. Digital photography was out there, but it was like, you know, a 2 megapixel camera, which wasn't very good.
Mhm.
And I hated photography. I got to tell you, I hated going into the dark room. It was too much work for, like, I wanted like instant gratification. So like
Mhm.
when, you know, I started designing on computers and stuff, that was I love that. So digital cameras came out. I had to do photography for work as a designer. Sometimes I
Mhm.
needed to shoot some pictures for clients and stuff like that. So out of necessity, I learned basic photography. But then I started collecting. I collected toys. Like I have a whole Darth Vader case full of Kenner stuff, and I still have that stuff. But
Mhm.
started recollecting toys with Hot Toys, like around The Force Awakens when
Mhm.
that came out, and just started taking pictures to post onto forums and stuff like that. And then I'm like, I could do something with this because I can do Photoshop. So like I could like put them into different situations and stuff.
Mhm.
That'd be cool. So I started doing that, and I started posting them on Instagram, and I realized that there were like about 2,000 other people doing this too. I thought I invented this, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. So I really just dove into it, and that was it. It was a fun hobby, and then it became, you know, a part-time jobby, half job, half hobby.
Mhm.
And with the Four Horsemen and stuff, just started talking to those guys, and then yeah, just started working with them, and it's been great. It's still a lot of fun to do.
Mhm.
It's a, you know, work is work, and you know, that's a job, even though that's still kind of fun
Mhm.
to do the work for them. But yeah, it's great, man. It's, you know, it is like I do creative stuff all day long, but it's like, you know, a law firm website, or, you
Mhm.
know, like an
Yeah.
ad for a dental product. You know what I mean? It's like it's you know, it's creative, but it's not this. This is
No,
like,
it's
you
not as
know,
cool as taking pictures of Darth
hell
Vader.
no. I mean, I will say, to, you know, to speak to you, I wanted to be a comic book artist, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
have to show you my stuff that
Mhm.
I did.
Yeah.
Like it was good, but I was slow as death, and I knew that I was not going to get faster
Yeah.
at it, and I knew that that was meant I'm not going to get work,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it was hard. So like, yeah, I mean, that's what I always wanted to do. So this is kind of, it's kind of takes its place. You know, I get to put these stories together, do it in one shot. You know, take some time putting it together and
Mhm.
tell a little story in one frame or two frames, and yeah, it's great.
Yeah. It's have you ever thought about like replicating like a favorite comic book of yours in like photography? So actually doing like a comic book page but with your pics as the panels.
As the panels,
And by the
I
way,
think I have thought about. Yeah,
I'm sorry to cut you off, but by the way, it's like you'd be surprised how many not very good artists get steady work because they're on time as opposed to the other way around.
that's
So
the everybody who went to Cuba. We were just talking to, so Cornboy from
Mhm.
Four Horsemen went to the Kubert School.
Oh, did he?
He was gonna be a comic book artist, and that was, he was, we were talking about this the other night. He's like, that was the main thing. Hit your deadlines.
Yeah.
Don't, if you can't, you just bang it out. If it's not the greatest thing you've ever done, it's not the greatest thing you've ever done, and you move on and you learn from it and you hit your deadline. As you hit your deadline, hit your deadline, hit your deadline.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that would have been my downfall right there. You know, because I would have been perfecting the you know, the eye position on a panel, and I would have
Mhm.
never finished the book. So like, I just
Yeah.
know it. I just know it. I've got a little bit of a perfectionist streak in me, which is
Mhm.
And you know
not
what?
always
It's
good.
funny. I understand what you're saying because I was
Yeah,
in the same, like I was in the same boat with you guys. I was like,
yeah,
you know what? All right, you know, comic book artist. That's what I want to do. Bang bang.
yeah.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Yeah, I tell you, like before, like when I was like, I think it was like a little bit after high school, when Philadelphia Art Institute enlisted me
Oh,
into their lives. Um,
you drew Tippy?
yo, oh my goodness, I
I
showed
drew
the like.
Tippy.
So just a quick side story. Showed the guy came to our school, to our high school. He's like, hey, you know, I'm from Philadelphia Art Institute. Everyone's like, yeah, you should go ahead and try and show me stuff. I was like, all right. So I showed him my stuff. He's like, oh, this is pretty good. He's like, you should come to our school. And then
Yeah, recruiting.
yeah, and then it was all a bunch of junk from there from then on, and it was like, all right,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
waste of time. But
Yeah.
yeah, I understand what what you're saying. Like I was good at like copying stuff that I seen. That's how I made, and I was in high school I took technical drafting, so I could copy it real good out of a book and make it look like it was like exactly like my teacher wanted,
Yeah.
I'll be getting A's, and I'm like, it's not even measured right, so I don't care, whatever.
Yeah.
It looks like it is. But yeah, I could fudge it just enough, like I could fudge like art just enough to like make it look like what it really was.
Yep.
Mm.
I studied that how to draw comics the Marvel way, like it was a Bible.
No, I did too. Yeah.
Like
Oh
it
my
was a
goodness, yes.
Bible. I was in awe of some of that stuff. You know, John Romita Jr. stuff, and
Oh, he's him and Art Adams are the main reason I.
Art
wanted to
Adams is a
become-
god.
Yeah.
And John Byrne. Yeah, I mean, John Byrne was like really like just nailed it for me. Like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Mhm.
But yeah, you got to be good and you got to be fast. You know what I mean? So
The one thing I will say about comic books is that I've noticed it's become the springboard for a lot of different career paths within the art world. So you might not have ended up being a comic book artist, but you're doing other things like graphic design work, even
Yeah.
you know, illustration, fine art stuff,
yeah,
animation. So
yeah, true. Yeah, I would have loved to have gotten. I mean, when I was in school, I was like, okay, my main goal was to do either comic books, book covers, if they were cool books, or album covers when people cared about what an album cover looked like. You know what I mean? Like, and it was like, yeah, I mean, but that's such a niche. Like, you don't think like that's not what you're going to be doing, dude. You're going to be drawing diapers. You know what I mean? Diaper boxes and shit like that. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
it is what it is. It's a decent living. I have my own business, so it's good. It pays the bills. It's fine. This is my outlet. This is my fun time, and you know, it gets me down in my collection room, looking around, just enjoying it, and then using it for fun and profit, I guess.
Yeah.
What
what
Venture?
go ahead.
I'm sorry, real quick. Venture said, I study art and design and graphic design, and I work in IT. I wanted to be a comic book artist, but there was no schools for it back in the day. Venture, don't you worry, because I work in IT too. Half of everybody who collects action figures works in IT.
Yeah.
We're all either musicians or artists or IT guys. That's a lot of
we
it.
Can we can collect and fix your computer at the same time, so don't you worry.
That's
right. Mr. Jones says, my wife is a comic book artist, and I'm just in awe watching her crank out pages.
Oh, Mr. Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Jones.
Dude, you are on that level, Mr. Jones. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. You seem fast to me, man. You crank some stuff out. I don't know how long it takes you, but it's great shit.
No, don't let him lie to you, because one time I was on with Just Jay, and I was feeling some kind of way that he drew a picture of Just Jay. I was like, I was in my feelings that night. Because he drew a picture for him. I was like, I can, like, what about me? He did it right within that show. He did it within the show. So I don't want to hear that he can't do it quick. He can do it quick. He can draw. He can do some quick drawings.
I'm just appreciative that I got one, man. That's the coolest thing ever.
Exactly. That's how I feel. I was like, oh shoot, I feel famous now. I got a Mr. Jones drawing, and I'm on Netflix. The villain of the group, the villain of the show. I can deal with that.
That's it. Dark Joker.
That's it. Like you say, y'all came in here. I band you all together. I want to be like Mr. Glass. Like, I was looking for you.
Oh, there you go.
To come together.
Yeah, really. Surprising we haven't gotten figures from that show or that movie and series, right? Have we?
That's
Didn't NECA come out with
figures? Was there a Mr. Glass?
The original?
No.
I feel like I saw a 6-inch figure from that movie.
There was a Bruce Willis. Somebody did custom 12-inch figures, Hot Toys figures. 6-scale figures. I think I saw Mr. Glass. I think I saw a custom 1/6 Mr. Glass at one point, but I've never seen anybody else do it. I don't think anybody. Oh, look at this! Wait a minute! What do we got here? What is this?
Customs.
Oh, is it custom?
These are
custom.
all customs. Yeah, they did him dirty.
That's a missed opportunity right there. Oh,
not that one.
Terrible. What is that?
You had to do like that.
Speaking of customs, by looking at your social media, it looks like you're deep into like the custom 1/6 world too.
Yeah,
You have a lot of custom figures.
I
What
got a
kind of customs
lot,
you collect?
lot of custom figures. I'm sorry. Go ahead. So finish your question. Sorry.
No, it's like I saw some familiar faces, Doggy Dog Designs and
Yeah.
some
Yep.
other sculptors and tailors and painters and stuff that
Yeah. So when I
I
first got into 1/6, I went into Sideshow Freaks, which is still around.
oh yeah,
Sideshow Collectors, and
me too.
that is as soon as you dive into that custom area, that custom forum, you are
Yeah,
lost, man.
yeah.
Because I ended up getting customs of things that I never like. I don't need this figure. Like I got a Jimmy what's his name from A Wonderful Life, Jimmy Stewart sculpt. Like I don't like. I'm not a big Jimmy Stewart fan. I'm just like, oh, I could make a more Wonderful Life figure, and like that'll be great to shoot. So I have a Jimmy Stewart head that I paid a couple $100 for. Yeah, I got a lot. I got
Are you
there's some
into the horror stuff? Because there's
no, not as much. There's
Mhm,
some great stuff. Like all those. See, the thing with that stuff is like the Jason masks and stuff like that. Like there's
mhm.
such incredible nuance to that stuff that I know that some great people doing some really detailed stuff in that. But no, I haven't gotten into horror. I love horror. It's just not something. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
weird. I haven't collected it. I don't know why.
Um, Go ahead. After you were going to say something.
Oh no, I'm just no, I'm in awe.
He's looking at
I
you.
Yeah,
I do some this once I do we do a show on my channel, the 1/6 pack on every other Friday, and the running joke is that I bought this. I have a custom Mad Max, like the Mel Gibson Mad Max.
Yeah.
The only way you can get it because they don't license any products from those movies.
Mhm.
It's got full leather outfit. It's got a
Buy
Han Solo body that cost me
same
like
thing. It's
$100.
it's the same exact build that I have too. Who did the outfit?
Do you really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have the
it's.
Scott Peterson head sculpt.
I have the Scott Peterson head as
Yeah,
well right
and
now.
then
Yeah,
I have the outfit by
the Yunzel or
Wiz.
you
I
have
didn't get
G
the
Wiz.
original run that he did.
Oh, okay.
I
I have the
only got,
Iris one. I have the Iris
yeah,
one,
yeah.
but so I
Um,
bought that whole set from what's his name?
Scott Peterson.
No. Who does with Iris? God,
Oh,
with a D, with a D. Who?
K.A. Kim.
No, not K.A. Kim. It's I'll think of it. Anyway, there was a whole set made, but unfortunately the head came out, and this was at the time when people were doing 3D, but a lot of these guys were doing traditional sculpting. They
Mhm,
made the head too big. It
mhm,
came out too big. So he had to go backtrack, find a body. He had to buy like a soccer player's 1/6 figure body. It was giant
mhm.
to fit to the head, and then they had to tailor the outfit to that thing. So when you bought the full figure, which was a lot of money,
Yeah,
it just towered over everything else you had on the shelf, and I really hated it.
yeah.
So they did make Iris made at the regular size. So I ended up selling that figure, buying the regular. But I also, you probably know this. I love this that you know this stuff. I bought the full metal set.
Set, yeah.
Did you have that with the brace?
No, I actually had my set done by Fergo Black before that set came out.
Oh wow, nice. Okay, he's great too.
Yeah, amazing. I've worked
So
with him before too.
so the point is that I bought I have a dog food can that's probably worth about $100 or something.
Yeah,
And
I know.
a little metal fork that's probably came out to about $70 or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they bust my balls about that all the time. Like,
It's a great little.
but this is the custom world, man. That's what it is, man. It's people looking for those exact details and all those little parts, and they want it made out of metal, and they want the best quality, and it gets crazy. It gets like when you're buying a suit for your action figure that costs more than the suit you have your own for yourself. It's a little nuts.
You would flip out at some of these prices, Dante. I mean, these guys are artists in the truest, I think, as far as compare them to most toy designers and sculptors and all that stuff. I think these guys are in a class all their own because they don't make huge quantities of stuff. And it's very if they're good, they put really great detail into the work and the craftsmanship. You could just feel feel it when you hold it in your hand. But along with all that, you have to pay. They want to get
Yeah,
it's
Which
a lot
makes
of money.
sense. Yeah.
I was gonna grab something off the shelf, but like I have a. This is all right. Here, this is crazy. And then I know you guys want to talk about other stuff. So, but this is. Do you know Janik Shin?
Yeah. Yep, I do.
Okay. So I have that Han Solo Janik Shin sculpt on my Han Solo, which is nuts. I just literally sold that thing for. I bought 2 of them at the time. I sold it for 4 figures for the head. It's nuts. But this is Michael
Falling
Douglas
Down.
from Falling Down.
Falling Down. Yes,
It's
I
a
knew it. I see it with the glasses.
full figure custom. I mean, like I love Falling Down, but I look at it all the time. I'm like, did I need a figure of this? But it's cool.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because you like you go in there and you look at them like, you know what, Michael? It was one of those days. I didn't get my egg McMuffin that day.
That's right.
Yeah.
I just want my breakfast.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's the best. Love that movie.
Yes, it's such an awesome movie. Great movie. If you haven't seen Falling Down, it's a great movie.
Yeah, it holds up. I mean, there's some dated elements, obviously, but yeah.
What other scale figures are you into, or are you into everything?
Well, it's funny because this. I mean, obviously the Mythic Legion stuff is 6-7 inches. So I have a lot. I'm no slouch in the Marvel Legends area, man. I probably got 150 of those. I probably got over 150 Black Series. I got some Lego. I got Plunderlings. I got. It's all here, man. It's all here. It's yeah. So and now I just recently picked up some Joy Toy stuff because it looks really freaking cool, man.
Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, I love this shot. That
is a great shot.
Oh yeah,
it looks like a painting.
Frazetta, the master.
Just real quick, that Joy Toy stuff, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
that's a pitfall. I fell into that pitfall.
Did you?
And I'm like, nah, I can't. I can't go down it because I bought 2 at Max.
Okay.
I bought 2 of the Big Macs.
I'm staying away from the mechs so far, but they look good.
I couldn't because I'm a big. I played Titanfall.
Oh wow!
So I love Titanfall, and I was like, these mechs give me that Titanfall feel. They're pretty awesome. And then I was like, I found out the figure that goes in them is like 3 3/4 inch. I was like,
they're so cool, man. Like I picked up like these. They're kind of like Wasteland Raider looking. They're very Mad Maxy looking, and I picked up a bike for them and 3 of the figures, and I think another vehicle. I don't know. It's nuts. Like, I'm just gonna need more dios for these things too. That's the thing. Like nothing I have is in scale, so like that's problematic.
Yeah,
but they're so cool, man.
They are like they're awesome. Like. So I didn't lie. I told Alex I went back and they pre-ordered those higher Judge Dredd figures. So I was like, all right, let me go ahead and do it. So I fell down that rabbit hole. I was like, this is it. No more 3 3/4 inch figures. This is it. I'm done. But then I see like Joy Toy keeps making these great little stuff. I'm like,
yeah,
stop.
They're so amazing. I stayed away from those Judge Dredd ones. I really like those too. I could definitely fall down that rabbit hole too. But then you're definitely going to need some city scenes. Oh yeah, some cute. So this is where the work comes in right here. This is obviously not out of love, but I mean, like this is business.
It still looks like it's fun to do, though.
Yeah.
It really was. It kind of was. Like it's a challenge because this is a static figure. This doesn't really move except for the head turns side to side. These vinyl toys, man, that's a whole other world. I don't know if you guys know anything about these things, but these things go for like $100, $120 for a vinyl toy. That's like it's crazy, man.
Wow, great color palette though.
Yeah, that is nice. I like it does fit it, but you do get those extra Hershey Kisses too that you can use along the way.
I did eat a lot of the Hershey Kisses. Yeah.
So you get something out of it. You get
I got something out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got paid and I got fat.
Look, I didn't say you got fat. But Your
Well,
skin to me,
yeah.
sir. Every time I see you, you look like you getting buffer and skinny. Like
Yeah,
you've
both.
been
I
working out.
appreciate it. That's not true, but okay.
You on the, like you working on
Trying.
that
I'm
new
trying.
amazing
That
plan.
COVID, man. COVID, like,
Yeah.
sneaks up on you.
Now you get that D amazing plan, and you notice, and Trevor, and it's kind of my fault, and it slipped my mind. So when I was at ToyCon that first year,
Hmm.
I was like, I turned to Jay, I was like, like why is this like why do all these pictures look familiar over here at this booth? He's like, oh, that's 1-6 shooters booth. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, but you weren't there at the time
Yeah, I
at your
know.
booth.
I know.
I was like,
And I
I
knew
was like, one
you,
of
but
these
I didn't
guys.
really know you. And I was like,
That's right.
like, Dante. I'm not sure, like who, because I was just getting into YouTube at that time, man. Like, I didn't really watch a ton of YouTube shows, like anybody stuff. And then I fell down that rabbit hole too. So,
Yeah. I don't know
and now
my
this is
son
all I do
sometimes.
is watch this
Just
day after
watch
day,
YouTube.
watch YouTube shows.
I
It's
know.
crazy.
It's like
You
cable has taken a back seat in the last few
I want
years.
to put together like
exactly.
I might still do it. Like I was gonna put like mock up like TV guide,
Oh,
mock-ups of
YouTube
like of
stuff.
all the channels, like you guys like join Dante and
That'd be a
Dante
great
and
idea.
Alex tonight.
That'd be great.
know what know it. You know what? Now you gave me an idea. I might want to try to do that. Like have like the old TV guy, like from the box, like TV box, where it
Yeah,
just scrolled up,
yeah.
and you just like wait. Ah, shoot! I gotta remember. I gotta see what time it is.
Yeah, what the hell was on? I want to see what was on HBO. Damn
Right?
it!
You're like,
Now I got
and
to
you're
wait
sitting there
another
for
10 minutes before this thing scrolls around.
exactly.
That's so funny, man. I forgot about that shit. That's crazy.
Yes. Yes, because for those who did grow up back in like the early '80s, like there was the TV box, like the box itself
Hmm.
Yeah, you
connected,
couldn't
and it had
scroll through the guide. You had to just wait
right
for it to go through.
because you're sitting there, you like you turn on, you like you're hoping you didn't get to your channel yet when you got
Yep.
there. You're like, all right, let me see. Oh, oh dang it! All right.
I'm doing it. I'm gonna do the YouTube guide. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I've been thinking about doing this for a while. I'm gonna
This
do it.
is great.
But
You know what? And
yeah,
I
it's
did.
fun, man. It's a good time.
Oh, oh yeah, I believe it. Like you look like you have fun doing this. These look amazing. Um,
Thanks, Benji.
like it's
Yeah,
like
that's a neck of cloth Eddie, right? 8
Yeah.
inch.
Yep.
oh, shoot, that was click off.
If you scroll down, well, you can go up to. I was trying to find the Indiana Jones shot. That's a while ago. That could be quite a scroll.
I'll fast roll. Let's see. Well, I gotta wait for it to load too.
But that's some of the custom stuff. Oh, the Monty Python, yeah. Oh, there's one right there. Right, go up, and to the right. There,
Oh,
bingo. So that's my custom indie.
oh, okay.
What's what customizers did you use for this build?
So this is Jake Ramier did this. Well, this is an Ego sculpt that Jake painted that I bought from Inigo.
He,
Inigo sold it to me, which is
he
like,
and his brother are just amazing.
yeah,
The
yeah,
Romney brothers. I
yeah.
heard they have a wait list of like 2 years.
Yeah, I still have yet to, and I know Jake, but I have still yet to get him to paint something for me on commission. Like I bought his work secondarily,
Uh,
but yeah, it takes for. I mean, there's a lot of great painters out there now.
Mhm.
Jake is still top of the line,
Mhm.
right? But like there are a lot of people now in and especially in China and stuff, they were doing some
Yeah.
amazing stuff. But yeah, he knocked this out of the park, and I've got the smiling one that he did as well.
Mhm.
Again, the iris clothing and I forget who made the gun, but yeah, I mean, Dante, this is all like you piece this stuff together from different artists, man. Like you buy the whip from a different guy who
Mhm.
makes whips. You buy the belt from a guy who makes just the belts and stuff. It's crazy, man. It's like a puzzle. Like you're putting together this figure, like here and there, and you got to be on top of shit too. It's nuts.
Yeah.
I got
It's
my
really
first
one
one.
of the reasons why I enjoy it. I don't know if you feel the same way. It's like when you piece it together yourself,
Oh, such a good feeling.
it's like it's pretty much the figure is it's perfect. It's exactly what I want because I was in charge of putting every single piece together. Even though of course, there were artists that actually did the work. Sometimes I paint my own stuff, but even if I don't, it's like just the enjoyment that I get of like of hunting every
I
little
know.
piece that I need. It's like
It's
very
I
rewarding.
think it's like you know, the thrill that people get who are hunting for. I don't get it as much going to Target and trying to, because my Targets and my Walmarts have nothing. I just know when I go there, they're going to have nothing. And every time I try it, I'm like, this time it's going to be different. I'm like Charlie Brown with a football, man. It's like it's the same thing every damn time.
Yep.
But with this stuff, like I can go online, and if I'm on top of it, like, and if I'm following a thread and I know people who know, you know, who make things, like I can grab stuff, you know, like Doggy Doc and stuff like that. So just laser pants. Ryan's like, just so you're all aware, I taught 1/6 shooter everything he knows about photography. I taught Alex how to draw.
This guy, where is Ewan? Ewan is supposed to take care of this guy. Thank you, Ewan. Finally, my favorite intern has shown up to take care of laser pants. Oh, and then he says I taught Dante how to do the Mark Cosby impression too. Really? Really?
No,
man.
I think he's got to come out and prove that, because if he can
Yeah.
do the Cosby impression, then that would be I'll believe that.
Thank you, Ewan. He said
Ewan's got his eye on
your best behavior. Yeah, thank you. That's my man. That's my man's right there. He Ewan, I like to be on top of it. He's like, the part says someone called security.
He's gonna ban himself.
There you go.
Dom said when he made my friend a custom Norman Reedus and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, I was embarrassed to tell her how much I ended up. I wonder which ones you bought, like what you bought there. It's crazy, man. I mean, gets nuts. You could pay $1,000 for a figure, $1,200, $1,500, $2,000. It's crazy.
You should think Alice is the only one to think, because I got this Spider-Man Hot Toys figure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. One thing though about collecting these custom figures is that because you're kind of hunting for each piece individually, it's a bit of a break on my wallet too, because it's like I don't have to shell out all, you know, the entire price for the thing all at once.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a puzzle you're putting together, and like it's like I'm okay. Sometimes like you're like gambling. Like I think this guy's doing a good gun, or he's doing a good head sculpt, but I think there's going to be a better one. There's like Balloon Man's out there. I'm going to wait for Balloon Man sculpt. He's going to do one eventually. You know what I mean? So like I'll hold off. So I meanwhile I got a headless Indiana Jones or whatever over here on the shelf. But
I know it was in the show format, but I don't know if we're going to get into pickups real quickly.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's get off of this stuff. Forget this photography shit.
Let me go first. Since we're kind
Everybody
of
fucking knows. Just go follow me. Take a look at all the pictures. It's all good.
You know, if you're not already following, you should be following. If you know, if you're already following, unfollow and then follow again. There you go.
There you go.
It makes it easy. But go ahead, Alex. I know you're super excited. You must be excited about something.
I am, because it's apropos to the topics of customs and stuff. So in the last few months or so, I've just like put everything that I collect down and just kind of focused on like custom NBA 1/6 players. So I ordered some stuff off
Kobe Bryant.
eBay, some official Enter Bay jerseys for Kobe Bryant. And
wow.
This is rookie Kobe, and then Steph Curry also came with their shorts.
Nice.
Kobe
That's
came
good.
with, so I'm putting together Kobe, because the Enter Bay stuff, like the original Kobe, came in 2-pack, which goes for like $500-$600 now.
Yeah.
If you're lucky at that price.
If you're lucky, I was gonna say, yeah, that's cheap.
Most people are selling them individually for like $300-$400, splitting them up.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, save some money. I'm just picking everything as it comes. I see it on eBay. And then on eBay, I lucked out and I found a Vince Carter outfit, Toronto Raptors.
Oh, wow.
Jersey. It comes with socks, his stretchy pants, and his shorts. And the best part about it was it came with a custom Vince Carter head sculpt.
Ooh.
You can get like, you know, $20-$30 made in China Vince Carter sculpt. But
nice.
And then it doesn't really look like him. It, you know, like sometimes those sculpts, they kind of look like them, but not really. So I was really happy to find this one, because I actually got in touch with the artist, the sculptor, and I can't remember his name. I think the outfit was done by either Barbie or I I can't remember the other guy that I'm thinking of. But I talked to the sculptor when he was originally taking a pre-order list, and I just missed it. I didn't have the money. So the fact that I was able to find this with the outfit on eBay for like $120, I was like, I cannot pass that up, because I think the original sculptor was selling it for like $70, and these only cost about $30 for the whole set. But it's shipping from the Philippines, so you're gonna end up paying like $40 in shipping.
Right. Yeah.
It was like right at about what the retail would have been. So
are the Kobe outfits the Enterbay outfits that you just bought separately?
Enterbay outfits, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So you're just gonna piece those together?
I'm just gonna piece those together.
Gotcha.
But when it comes to like basketball players that they haven't officially released, you got to go to the customizers.
Yeah,
Dom
absolutely,
says Steve Nash.
There's this guy on Instagram. If you guys are into this, his name is NBA_collector, and I've contacted him several times just to find out where he gets these amazing like custom sneakers, custom sculpts of every classic NBA athlete that you could think of, dating back to like the 70s. It's just amazing, and I don't think he speaks English, because he's never gotten back to me, even though he's read my messages.
That's the problem.
That's
the problem.
A lot of these, and it's not just like the NBA customizers, but a lot of the customizers that I've noticed are somewhere in Asia. China.
A lot of them are in
Korea,
China.
And it's like they don't all speak English, and it's tough to kind of track them down. And it's like, hey, do you have this? Can you make this? So. That's part of the hunt, which is.
I went back and forth with Poor Toys, or is it Pro Toys? I forget how he pronounces it, but with Joker outfit, the Joaquin Joker outfit, and I kept like asking him how much, and it would come back with something different, and I'd be like,
completely,
can I order it?
yeah.
Is and it is available next week or so. I'm like, okay, how much? I'm literally trying to translate into Chinese so he would understand like what I'm talking about. It's hard, man. That's the challenge. It's a bigger challenge than going to Walmart. I gotta tell you.
Absolutely.
Like, are you selling this or not? That's the only fight you get. Are you selling this or not?
It's a weird thing. You kind of got to be in the know. So when you have something, Alex knows, like when you have something that's like, the Janix, Han sculpt, it's like, oh my God, you got a Janix Han sculpt? Wow. It's like a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird. Nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. And also, there are also scammers too out there, so beware.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Guys, a lot of guys that duplicate sculpts, unauthorized, or even artists that act like their stuff was copied, but they're really the ones kind of under the table selling their stuff too. So you just gotta keep an eye out,
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't have to keep an eye out for it, but I mean, one of the things we don't really cover on our show is the third-party stuff that will literally rip off and recast some of these artists. And there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of companies, small companies, that are doing recasts, you can probably get, I think I just saw like the what was it, the Anton from No Country for Old Men. It's like they just basically ripped off Rain Man. Like it's
this guy Rain Man Dante is like one of the elite top customized 1/6, because he does everything basically. I mean, he doesn't do everything himself, but he's very well respected, and I think he's probably the most illegally copied customizer out there.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, his stuff sells for his the guy from Daniel Day-Lewis. What's his name?
Oh yeah.
What's his name? From the Gangs of New York.
Gangs of New York.
That character, that Rain Man. He's done several versions of that character. Yeah. Bill the Butcher.
Bill the Butcher.
Yeah. I mean, that thing has been copied so many times, recasted, and people buy it though. I mean, it's because his stuff is so rare.
Yeah.
That, anyways, I would be extremely upset if I was.
I gotta get you on our show, man.
Yeah. Definitely.
We'll get you on. No, well,
Oh.
let's get back to like Star Wars and
Yeah.
stuff that people know what the hell we're talking about because nobody knows what
Sorry.
we're talking about right now.
Dante just looked like what you would have looked like if we were talking about.
You know what? I'm
Wrestling,
not
I know. Dante's like, this is wrestling. This is like, what? What
I
are you talking about?
look. I am not. Look, I'm happy. Alex has his thing that he
know.
has somebody talk to now about 1/6. I'm happy for Alex. I'm enjoying
Thank
his
you.
joy.
I told you I was going to
There
be.
you go. But you got a super chat here.
Yes. Thank you, Robert Diaz, for the super chat. It sucks when you're on the hunt at thrift stores for donor parts for projects and find nothing. When you have no project in motion, you find it all. That is true.
That's
Yep.
kind of what happened with me in this Vince Carter set. You know, it's like I was getting into the NBA playoffs, but I was like, man, if the perfect thing came, I would just buy it, and it just fell in my lap. I wasn't looking for it.
I got 3 things this week. Well, 4, but the other one's really not really necessary.
Let's see that shirt. Did we talk about that shirt?
Oh, from
Yeah,
White Gold Industries. Yes.
Nice.
that is Jim Lee.
That's art. Is it Jim Lee? I
Yeah,
can't
that's
see it. It
from,
looks like an Art Adams Wolverine, but I guess not.
No, that's Jim Lee.
Yeah.
That was a
Jim Lee's.
I think it was like a pinup in one of the Volume 2 X-Men.
Yeah. It was found out. Instagram. The group's called. I think the company's called White Gold Industries, and they had made like all like these old school Marvel comic shirts. So I ordered 2 from them. I got my Fantastic Four one, which I love the most, and then this one as well.
The new Fantastic Four with Wolverine and Ghost Rider.
Yes, that one.
Yeah. Funny. That's
it.
I mean, speaking of Art Adams, that's some of his. I love that stuff that he did.
Mhm.
I recently looked up a shirt on eBay. It was an X-Men shirt, Jim Lee X-Men shirt. That the print was all over the shirt. It's like it wasn't contained within a box like this. And I had it when I was a kid in the '90s, and it's going for like used. It's going for like $1.50 now. A shirt. It's crazy.
Maybe I shouldn't be wearing this.
Yeah, you might actually. I mean, seriously, you
Fuck.
might actually have like a pretty expensive
It's
rocking
possible.
right now.
It still look in good shape. You probably still get $1,000 out of it. Like, look, I've worn it like 16,000 times, but you know, I've washed it each time. That I wore it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Little 1/6 shooter sweat. You know, it's got to be a little something.
Look who just in the chat, Mr. Phone Formers himself. How you doing? Happy Friday to you.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Remember, go follow Phone Formers and Phone Formers. Since you weren't here, I'll repeat it for you. And look, here's Mr. Kevin, the millionaire.
He's stealing my line. Hello, fellow kids. That's my line.
Kevin stole a lot of stuff. He stole stuff from me. He stole my Cosby.
Oh, beef. Beef.
Oh, wow.
Here it comes.
No, the only person I beef with is Prime to the First. That's the only person I beef with.
Really?
Yes.
Josh.
You explained it to me.
Josh
but
has
I
got beef.
still don't-
Josh has got beef with everybody, man. I don't know what
Because
that's all
Josh
about.
he makes you want to have beef with him. You try to be nice to him, but he makes you.
But he
wanna
does it
have
with a
beef.
smile, though. He does it with a smile.
Right.
He does it with that little smile, and then it's like, motherfucker.
He'd be like, yeah.
I don't have beef with him, so I'm fine.
So, see, you're better
So
shape than
anyway.
most of us.
So I cut you off with your T-shirt. What do you get? What'd you get?
No, sorry, real
pick
quick.
up?
Well, I was going to say phone forms. We will at the end of this month for all super chats that we did get. We were going to donate money to your charity. So don't you fret, sir. We got you. But everybody, please don't forget to go over in phone forms and check out the charity that he's.
I'll do that right after this.
Sure. So I did get. So I'll go with these real quick. So I was on Amazon looking for the last Berserk book, and I got it pre-ordered. But I found these along the way. Berserk
coloring book. Let me see the inside of that.
Yeah,
Not too good.
Yeah, it's not the part of Berserk. Yeah, it's that. Yeah, it's that kind of.
You regret getting it?
It's a third-party book.
Oh, it's a third party. Okay, that makes sense.
You can tell it's a third-party book.
Yeah.
But they have like test color pages in the front, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. That's cool.
But,
that makes up for it, I think.
Yeah, so
Cover looks good.
Yeah, 2 different ones. I got them for $8.
That's crazy.
The one I really wanted to get, I seen this on Instagram, and I was like, let's see how good this is. I got the box. It was in a regular UPS box, and no padding in there. And then this was in the box of the UPS box. I don't know if you've ever seen this. So basically, it's to like if you do like Instagram lives, so you can do like you should put your phone on here and what's the best way to put this? And use it as a light. So let's see if I can. So it slides
Put
out.
your
Oh, you-
phone there?
oh.
Yep. And you put your phone here. But then it raises up.
What the hell is this thing?
Oh, so it's like you can film stuff overhead?
Yes.
Wow. Oh,
And
wow.
It's
so
kind of
So
like
you could do unboxings and stuff with your on
Yep.
Instagram. That's cool.
it locks into place. And it has two, which is cool. So this is a cool part. So it has two different lights. So it has a light underneath here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna.
It's gonna blind us.
Yeah, that's what I was trying.
how does the phone stay? Oh, that's pretty
There's-
bright.
Wow,
So-
damn, that's bright.
Oh, you lay it on
It's coming.
top.
It's coming through the other
So-
side.
Yeah.
Well, there's two lights on it. That's what it is. So there's two different
Wow.
lights. There's a light on this side and there's a light on top.
Parts of the stripper pole for 6-inch figures. That's
Exactly.
great.
But the other cool part is it has Bluetooth for the remote.
Oh,
Damn.
how much you pay for
Yes.
that?
So it's a little remote that has that you can do different light settings on here, but then it can also take pictures from the remote as well.
Oh, wow, the
You have
remote
it
control
connected
for
to your
taking
phone.
pics.
Yep.
This is the most specific product I've ever seen in my life. This is
Mhm.
like so
I s-
specific.
And it's USB charge,
Crazy.
but I was like, okay, this like looks really cool. I was like, but you know how you see like on like an Instagram like ad, and you're like, is this really
Yeah, well, check the
Is it-
reviews.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
There's no reviews for it.
Oh, that's
Alright.
it.
Oh, they turned off comments.
Well, no,
Yeah.
it was just like on the stories when I was going through the stories, they had it there.
Mhm.
But then it just folds back up, slide it in.
This is like big as an old cell phone.
Yeah.
it's
Car
heavy.
phone.
It's heavy.
Yeah,
It-
see,
got
it's
like-
got to be. That's crazy.
Yes, USB-C. Avenger. Yep, it's USB-C.
Wow.
How much does that
Nice.
thing go for?
This was I think $80,
All right.
but it's I can't wait to use it because it seems pretty good. Because what it does is you flip the top over and you just have your phone sitting there, and it does the top down version,
Mhm.
or use as a light. Like you can really basically kind of use it wherever you want, but it locks into place and it stays there pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Cool.
It's worth a shot for $80.
Yeah, like if you're just doing an Instagram live like everybody else, like I wanted something that I could just do top down,
Yeah,
and this was it. Like,
I know.
this
I've
is
tried to
just
do
it.
that. It's tough. It's tough to set up and
Mhm.
have it
Yeah.
work.
But it'll fold. Oh, because I don't have the other piece up, but it'll fold down towards like looking down. So,
It's definitely a better buy than those comic book or those coloring books. I think.
yeah. Look, I had a gift card from
I
work, so
know,
it was
I-
$25. It was a $25 gift card. I was like, I'm not going to waste this. So
RG says he got it for 30. Amazon.
Shit. Damn it, Archie.
well, Art's rich anyway. Art got that spending. I mean,
Art's gonna be that guy. Like, yeah.
yeah.
He's going to use it to take top-down pictures of himself and Ryan cuddling, eating pizza
I took, him
together.
on, I took him on a better date than Ryan did.
Oh,
took him to see AEW, so you know.
Sorry, didn't mean to make you jealous.
I ain't jealous. I know what I did.
Yeah.
Trevor, did you get anything else this week?
This week, not a lot. I got that Krig, the Murder Hornet Krig.
Mezco.
Yeah, I got this guy. I picked him up on the secondary.
Oh, Attack of the Clones Yoda.
Yeah, it's not a I passed it up because I'm not a big prequel,
Mhm.
but at this point, I keep saying I'm not a prequel person, and
You keep buying
I've got
prequel stuff.
three full shelves full of prequel figures, so, including 2 Anakins. So,
So have they grown on you?
the
prequels?
movies or the figures?
The prequel, well, both. I mean, the figures obviously, but what about?
I mean, I got Ahsoka from the Clone Wars, which that's a
You
great
got
figure.
those already.
I got it from Hong Kong.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I just did a video and a shoot with her. It's a great figure, man. This is a really good figure.
Mine was delayed.
She looks fantastic, and she's got the movable eyes, the purrs.
Yeah, they brought those back. They
Yep.
they had a PERS is like you can eyeball rolling system where you remove part of the head sculpt and you could change the direction of the eyes. They had that for a little bit for some of their their deluxe figures, I think.
Yep.
And then they just took it away. I guess I don't know why, Trevor, because they kept breaking.
They did it for the DX figures. Every DX, well, not every DX figure. So it's funny. We just had, and I'm not trying to plug again, but on the 1/6 pack, we did a whole show about, because they just came out with the DX Luke from the Bespin Luke, and like we're trying to figure out what makes a DX, because there wasn't a lot of stuff with that figure, but it did have PERS. But ultimately, what we figured out, I'm going to spoil the end of it, is it's not PERS, because there are figures like this. It's not a DX that have PERS. The only thing that makes a DX is foam. Foam insert in the box. That's the only differentiator between a regular Hot Toys and a DX. That's it.
Wow.
But they make that foam look so good. Like some of them look like little cards.
They really do.
Yeah.
I got Toddy Max, Uncle Toddy's motorcycle. Okay, no. I'm not buying figures, man. I'm buying this. I'm gonna wait for the Mezco to come out, and I wanted the bike. Listen, dude makes some good vehicles.
Yeah.
That's it.
So next thing you gotta do is get a little tape players, like something.
Oh God. You know, a little hot take here. I started watching the Batman.
Don't even, Alex. I'm gonna have to leave.
Guys, don't hate me. I literally fell asleep in the middle of it.
Oh my
God! Rough to get through. I was so bored.
What time did you start it? Did you just start it late, or?
I think I started watching it like 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, come on!
So, then I got up to like right when the car chase scene, which I think is supposed to be the most exciting part of the movie.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's a great scene,
and I think I know what it is. That movie is so dark, it puts me to sleep. It's
physically dark.
It is so dark. The cinematography, I mean,
visibly dark. Yeah.
Well, no, it's lighter. It's lighter on TV than it was in the movie, because the theater.
That's what I heard. Yeah,
it was darker than that.
I remember you and Ryan maybe mentioning that it was extremely dark to watch it in the movie, and then somebody a week or two, or whenever it came out on HBO on demand, was like, it's visibly lighter than it was in the theaters when I saw it. So I thought about you guys when I was like, it's still too dark for me. Maybe that's what made me sleepy.
So Alex, I'm gonna give you a card to get out. Not the one that Laser Pants is giving you, but I'm gonna give you this card. It's that daddy fatigue. That's what it is. That father fatigue, that baby fatigue. You're like, I've been up for like maybe.
That's it. That's it right there.
Straight doing this like baby rotation.
The baby and I were like cuddling. We're like,
that's it. That's it. Yep. It's that smell. It's the baby smell. It's the whole thing. Just
I am gonna give it like. I think I just have to wake up early one day and just kind of watch it.
I don't know what you thought, Dante. I think it was great. I came out of it thinking, is it better than The Dark Knight?
Oh man,
I'm on the fence still, but I watched it the second time because my wife didn't go to the theater to watch it with me, and she watched it on TV. She loved it. It's darker. Everything keeps getting darker, and I know there were memes going around about that, but it's a very detective movie, which I loved about it. It's the only movie that's very detective-like, and I love that. I love the Neil Adams. You were talking about Neil Adams last week, and I love Neil Adams' Batman, that detective Batman. Man,
my wife was kind of walking in and out as I was watching it, and what she said was that she thinks they went a little too noir with it.
Well, Dom just said like it wasn't as bad as that one episode of Game of Thrones, which is true. There was one that was like I had to get up to the TV, and like I got a very calibrated television. It's fairly big, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here, man? I can't see anything. Is something happening with cable, or it was weird?
Yeah, I do remember that.
It was great though. It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
I'll check it out. I'm also a little bit superhero fatigued out after Infinity War and Endgame also.
Really?
You know,
That's 7 years ago.
you draw comic books for a
I
living.
know, but it's just like
Just saying, you know.
I think the only thing that will really get me excited about another superhero movie is a proper Marvel Studios X-Men and Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Didn't go see
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, well, you were going to talk about that.
Yes. Before we get into that, a couple comments here. Moskill says my Black Series Echo and Fortnite Metal Mouth arrived today. Nice. Dom Chichiaro says I'm apparently done paying off my Anakin next month.
Oh, nice.
Which one?
It's been a long time.
See, RG says you got yours, Trevor. I'm still waiting for my sideshow to get my Ahsoka.
Yeah, I paid the iron price for the Hong Kong. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It's getting things from Hong Kong now directly from the resellers ends up being about the same as you get it from Sideshow with shipping. When you pay shipping and tax,
Yeah,
it ends up being the same, and you get it like 3 weeks to 4 weeks earlier. So
Wow.
I love those rewards points, though, man. Ugh.
Yeah.
it doesn't even make up for the shipping.
No, but I mean, right
I know.
now, over the course of like 6 months, I have about a figure's worth of rewards points. So for me,
You
at
should have
least,
more
it
than
makes
that,
more
sir.
sense.
You should have more than that. As much as you order from Sideshow,
I mean, they don't
you're
give
a
you
premier
much.
customer.
Yeah,
It's
we
not
just
a, it's
give
not
you
a ton,
points.
but yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
think for like $250, you get like $6 rewards point at most.
Yeah.
I think, right, Trevor? Maybe
Yeah,
less
it's
than
not
that?
a lot. It's what is it, like 5% or something
Yeah,
like that
something
of the
like
cost or
5%,
something like that? Yeah.
I still haven't seen my Mezco points at all. I order from them now, and I'm like, I still haven't seen Mezco.
I
points
finally
at
got
all.
to use those stupid things, man. There was like everything was an exclusive or whatever I was ordering is like, no, you can't use it for this. And I'm
Not
like,
applicable. Yeah.
and I don't even remember what figure it was, but recently something came out that they're like, yeah, you could use that. I'm like, oh, great, use them all.
Mhm.
There you go.
Poke7 says, is that a better system than the NECA Gizmo movable eyes? Like something like the Ahsoka one.
Go ahead,
He's
Alex.
talking about
The
the
purrs.
yeah. But which one is he talking about? Did they do that in the cartoon line or the? Anyways,
I mean, it's probably a similar system. It's basically two sockets that you just
oh no,
try to
I'm
move.
talking about the ones that I have. The Gremlins figures have that eyeball rolling system, and those things are wonky. Like
okay.
they look cross-eyed most of the time because
Oh yeah.
it's just not as sophisticated. Like the purse system for the Hot Toys has like those two little sticks behind the eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can kind of like little controllers sticks.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's got a little thing that's like controls one eye at a time. I don't know
Yeah,
why they don't give you one that controls both of them. That's what I said in my review. Like it should be parallel, but they're not parallel. It used to be like something that connected them that you could move them together, but I guess they gave you the ability to make them cross-eyed if you wanted to.
Yeah,
but it's great. I mean, they look amazing. So
yeah,
it's good.
but the NECA ones, I think it's just like three balls kind of pressing up against each other. The ball in the back controls the eyes, so
Sounds
you
hot.
just kind of roll it, and it just like keeps going. But at least you can reposition them just with your hands, like directly.
Yeah,
that'd be funny. That'd be funny to see a cross-eyed Jedi. Thank you, Sith.
Cross-eyed
Bzzz.
Venture said, yes, I think Bit Fortuna is biased as he just fell over and switched over the stream over to ACBA. Nightman said the next Hot Toys figures I buy is going to be Django, and I just got my Valverse figure in today. Series 2 Slaughter, fantastic figure. Yes, he is a fantastic figure. Go get the rest of them, sir. Bart says, me too, Alex. I saw it at the movies and was trying so hard to stay awake. Oh, Bart.
Wow. Yeah, okay.
Bart, you upset me.
Boot him. Boot him. To each his own, man. I don't know. It was a great movie.
Greg says, what do you think of the McFarlane Horses, DC Bath, Witcher Roach, Gunslinger Spawn? That's for you, Trevor.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like weird skinny legs on that thing, man. I mean, I don't know what the price of that is separately, but I would totally buy a Mythic Legions horse over that one. It's just it's oddly proportioned, but I mean it'll do the trick. Like, I mean, if you just need to have something on the shelf or something, it's fine. But again, it's a weird Toddy Mac. It's Toddy Mac weirdness, man. It's always there's some weirdness all the time. It's like you're almost there, man. You're almost there, but like you just kind of cut yourself
He's so
off at the
close, but-
knees. It's weird. And I don't mean to harp on Toddy Mac. I know people like him.
That's fine. They can like him. I just don't.
Oh, is this a family show? Am I swearing too much?
No.
Oh, okay.
Pateo
Pete
is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Pateo was asking if we're live or pre-recorded. We are. I guess he's joining us from Twitch.
We're
we are
live. We are live in your house, in your face.
Yeah, throw Star Wars questions at us. That'd be good.
No.
So real quick, forget to. So I did go see Doctor Strange last night.
Robert Diaz, Jesus. Yeah, and come on, man.
Oh, I don't know about that. I wouldn't go that far, Robert.
Robert Diaz always likes to start. He's like a Laser Pants Part 2.0. Start troublemaker.
Yeah. So tell us about it.
And
It was good. You could tell. You could tell it's a Sam Raimi movie. I will say
that's
that.
what everybody said. Yeah, it's
Okay.
a Sam Raimi movie.
All right.
Because if you've seen Sam Raimi movies, you know it's a
Mhm.
Sam Raimi movie. Like, yeah, you go to like this is Sam Raimi movie. Yes.
Okay,
Bruce Campbell is in it.
Mhm.
of course.
There's some fan service stuff in there.
Is he Iron Man? Is he superior Iron Man?
Like Ryan said, I will say this. As Ryan said, I like to be fan service, and they serviced me as a fan.
Okay,
Um,
good. All right, that's good because I've heard like mixed reviews of it. Like, I've heard more good than bad, but I've heard a couple things that were like, yeah, why did they even put that scene in there? And without being, I'm trying not to be spoiler. Well, I wasn't spoiler because I haven't spoiled it for myself, but like, just like, yeah, it was okay. It was, I don't know. I can't remember what the specific negatives were, but I don't know.
It's a
I've heard a
lot to
lot of
take
people
in.
say it was good.
yeah, it's a lot to take in because when they're dropping through universes to these universes, there's stuff that you see like, oh yeah, I know who that is. Yep, I seen that. Yep.
Like Easter
Okay.
egg stuff, you mean? Easter eggs, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Quick stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really quick.
See, I don't that stuff bugs me because then I'm just gonna have to watch the YouTube reviewers to tell
Like
me
the
what the hell I
breakdowns,
missed
yeah.
because I'm like I missed everything.
Yeah, but there was one scene that really took the cake, and I think it was like it did really give the fans what they wanted and what they've been
Okay.
asking for.
All right. Okay.
And I'll say this: it will work in its own movie.
Okay. So it's solid. It's within the pantheon of Marvel movies. It stands. It holds its own.
Yes.
Okay.
It.
Where would you
but
rank it?
this- Oof.
I know it's hard because you're probably down at the 8 or 10 or 11 or 12s at this point.
No,
Yeah.
because No Way Home is like right up there with Winter Soldier.
Okay.
So
Which
it's
is
like
where?
Winter Soldier's number one. Winter
Really?
Soldier's so I
That's
love Winter
I've
Soldier.
heard that more than any other. I'm just as surprised as you are, Trevor. For some reason, people,
It is great, but like I don't know if I'd put it on.
Oh no, not Winter Soldier. Civil War is the one that I've heard is
Yeah,
the best.
Civil,
I think the best
Civil
Captain
War's
America.
good.
Winter
No,
Soldier's
not
great.
Civil War.
I
Which is
love
the
that
second
movie.
one. The second
Which
one
one?
in the Captain America movies.
That was
Is it Winter Soldier?
Winter Soldier. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Winter
So then,
Soldier.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
You're right. Yeah.
I say Winter Soldier. I want to say
The
maybe
Infinity movies.
Infinity
Yeah.
War.
Guardians.
Then,
Guardians is another one that's always up there.
yeah. See, Guardians would be right under Multiverse of Madness right now.
Really?
Wow.
Yes, because
Okay. All right.
Guardians
Okay.
2 kind of threw me for like it wasn't the story I was looking.
Well,
for.
one is the one that's most revered. The first one.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
was good. I'm trying to think of. Dang, there's so many more movies now. I gotta sit there.
I
and
know
actually
there's
think of-
so many moves point. It's hard to rank them. It's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Incredible Hulk, I would still put up there. Incredible Hulk, I would still put up there.
No.
It is technically part of the MCU a bit.
It is.
I know.
I will still put Incredible Hulk up there because that was the best Hulk movie that's been made.
Well, it's the only Hulk. Well, it's the second Hulk movie that was made.
Exactly.
But that first one was just like, let's forget about that one.
Exactly.
That was,
It's the best one that's been made besides Luke Ferrigno ones.
I would argue. I mean, okay, Yeah.
I'm not saying they were
with
great.
with the
Yeah.
name Hulk in it, yes. But with the character, no, not
Yeah,
at all.
right.
The best Hulk movie ever made was the first Avengers movie, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's the one. I mean, it's not a Hulk movie, but I think it's the one where they really
The-
got Banner and the Hulk.
What is it? Is the Avengers movies? What did it turn? Is it 10? No, 20.
It came out in
15?
2012, I think. Yeah, so
So
it's 10
that's-
years now.
Yeah.
10 years, man.
It's gonna be
That's
10 years, like, around the summer.
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's good. I mean, if it's above Guardians of the Galaxy, man, for you, I would. I mean, I trust your judgment. Well, I don't know about that Hulk thing. That's kind of thrown me by your judgment.
But look, the reason why I say that Hulk movie is great because that was the first we really see a Hulk portrayed as a Hulk. We
I
did
know.
not
Yeah,
get
yeah,
that
yeah.
in Avengers and any of the other movies that we got in the MCU. Like, when he was
Avengers, we did.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So let's just say Avengers, but and then like the and maybe a little bit of Age of Ultron. but it's
Ragnarok.
like, Ragnarok, yes. But then it's
Yeah.
like when you got to Infinity War, like Hulk's getting handed. He Thanos'
Well,
hand and Hulk like blows. And this is like a
yeah.
one-on-one fight.
he's-
It wasn't
he's
like
small
he
and
was using
smart
Infinity
Hulk
Stone.
at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And
don't,
he's
yeah,
like-
Deadpool. I mean, all the ancillary stuff too is like
Yeah.
it's tough, man. It's
Yeah.
tough to rank. I have never ranked them. I have to think about that. I might have to
See, like
sit down
right
and do
now, like,
that.
my top three would be Winter Soldier because I did like I go back and rewatch that one probably the most out of all of them.
Mm.
Yeah, it is great. It's great. It's really good.
And then it's
Age
No
of
Way
Ultron, hard to rewatch. Disavowed says, I gotta tell you, you watch it after you watch like WandaVision now,
Home.
and maybe I haven't seen Doctor Strange yet, but I think Age of Ultron is better than people give it credit for. I think it's a pretty good
Well,
movie.
It's always that story. There's always that meme out there. And you think you're having a bad day, be Captain America trying to choke a robot with a shield. Just think about that. Captain
Yeah.
America was trying to choke a robot with a shield.
There you go.
He's like, you going to die. Oh, shoot, choking a robot. Blake,
Here's
you
a
know
hot
what?
take. I don't hate Thor: The Dark World. I don't hate that movie.
Really?
I don't
I don't hate
it.
it.
It's
I
boring.
don't hate it.
That one was, I think it was just too in depth. So I'm sorry. So let me go back to this. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, you have to know your comics a little bit to know that one.
Mm.
Hmm.
There's some comic stuff in there that you have
Okay.
have to read the comics to know. Like,
Mhm.
okay,
I kind of like that.
this is it. Now, there's some TV shows you didn't really have to watch, but you know who they are.
Hmm.
Uh,
It's getting hard, man. They're gonna have a tough time because like not everybody has seen all this stuff.
Yeah.
My wife has me there to explain everything to her, to pause the show and go, okay, here's the deal. You know what I mean? And it's tough. Like not everybody has that, so they got to be careful, and they gotta, just still entertain people without like you don't have to be in the know about every little detail about everything.
Yeah, and
But
the scary part about that though is that movie houses take that as like, oh, we need another reboot. No,
Right.
you don't need another reboot. It's just like make it palatable for someone that doesn't read comics.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a hard line to toe, man. And this is where Star Wars went off the rails, I think, is that they tried to make it so that, hey, you don't have to have all that lore and you don't have to be too deep into everything. We're just gonna have like fun with it and like let's play with Star Wars. And like, no. Now all the hardcore people are like, what the hell is this, man? Like, no, what are you doing? Like, that's not Luke. What? No.
yeah.
No, don't just let people play around in the sandbox, man. Like have
Yeah,
a plan and like I want to know what these I want an arc to these characters. I want to know what they're going to do and you got to think about like what happened in the comic books 10 years ago or what happened on this show, It's like even with like Black Chrysanthemum on Boba Fett, like he worked together. They worked together in the comic books, which they say are canon.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
like,
well-
and yet in the show, they were like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Like, no, you guys know each other.
Right.
Yeah, I mean the
You know.
prequels are littered with that kind of stuff. too.
Yeah.
It's
Just
you-
they I mean I know they have someone there that's keeping this doesn't jive with what came
Star
before.
Wars or
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
MCU,
Course.
yeah.
Star Wars.
Foggy
Star Wars.
is Feige's all over the MCU, man.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
told
Yeah,
what was it? I was telling Ryan and Alex, I was reading the Boba Fett comic, and there's an actual story that they just like they had did a while ago. I want to say maybe like last year, where Boba Fett actually lost Han Solo in carbonite,
Yeah, yeah, you told us
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then like he got it back. I'm like, but Darth Vader was about to buy it back. So what's the point of you delivering it to Darth Vader? Like you just mess up everything.
It's
You
just they
just
just try
messed
to
up everything.
shoehorn a story in
Yeah.
so they can.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't like that they made the comics like they try to do everything canon. Just let people, if you're gonna let people have fun with it, let them have fun in the books or in the comic books and stuff, and just keep the movies canon,
Mhm.
and the shows and
The
stuff like
shows, yeah.
that.
But
Yeah,
this is
Black
but
Panther. I mean, like
yeah.
Mr. Jones, like Black Panther, like is way up there for me, man.
You
That
know
was
what?
like
Yeah, I
one of
forgot
the
about Black
best.
Panther. So yeah, Black Panther's right above Guardians because
That's gonna have to be like 4 or 5 for me. I don't even know. I gotta do this list, man. This is
Yeah.
crazy. There's so
yeah,
many good movies. That's a testament to what Feige's done, man. There's so many
exactly.
good movies in this. It's
Yeah.
incredible. I'm
Um,
excited to see it though. I'm excited
oh,
to see Doctor Strange.
definitely. If you're on the fence about it, uh, just go see it. It is an enjoyable ride. I'm going to take my wife on Sunday because I wanted to go
That's
to
when I'm
where I
going.
got
Yeah, yeah.
spoiled.
My wife doesn't like to go like the first day. Like so
Well, the
we're going to
reason why,
like matinee Sunday.
right?
Yeah.
And I had to go because I knew it was going to get spoiled. And then what did I
I
see
know.
today? It was nothing but spoilers out there,
Oh
and I'm
really? I
like,
haven't run into anything and
Yeah.
I'm everywhere. I don't know.
Art C says design says someone mentioned to rewatch Infinity War before watching Multiverse. Um, not really. This is you. If you go and see this, you really have to watch WandaVision,
Oh,
No Way Home. Um, I'm trying to think of anything else, and just Doctor Strange 1.
I got a question for you. So
Yes.
one of the negatives was that they not retcon, but kind of dismiss WandaVision events in the movie, where to the point where it's like, what was WandaVision? If this is, I mean, without giving away spoilers, because I know we're spoiler free, but like, is that true or not true?
No, it's not true.
Okay,
Because
okay,
there
good.
is a scene that they
I didn't
talk
trust the
about.
person who said that, but
Yeah.
like somebody said that. So.
The funny thing is like there is a part that they do talk about it, like the incidents in WandaVision.
Okay,
Like so that's kind of like what the kicking point off of like the movie a little bit is.
okay. I think it's an
But
absence of a character or something. I don't know. We're gonna get into spoilers, and I don't want
well,
to spoil things. So
honestly, like I'll give you this, and this is not even a spoiler. You still have no idea what happened to Vision.
okay, that's what I was talking about. All right, you
Nobody.
spoil it. It's your show.
Well, no, WandaVision. We don't even know what happened to Vision after the show
That's
either.
true, but he's not. He's not
Yeah,
there.
they don't
So
give you no more. They don't give you no more of an
okay,
update on him exactly. So he
I think
might be on
that's
the
kind
West
of
Coast.
what the complaint was. Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, so I mean, it's not really spoiled because he's not in the movie at all. So
Okay, cool.
uh, but once you go see it, you see that it's kind of weird.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
But definitely, like I said, I'm gonna take my wife on Sunday because I had the commentary team that was sitting next to me in the movie theater, so I want to go see it without commentary.
Oh yeah. Were they little
I
kids?
hate that.
No, grown
I
adults.
always get those kids behind me, man. I always get the kids that are like, yeah, no, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
these
let's get
weren't
into it.
kids. These were
Yeah,
grown
yeah, yeah.
adults. These were grown adults on their phones. Talk about,
Ah,
oh, I know who that is. Oh my goodness. Yes,
oh
we all know
god.
who that is. We've been investing in this for almost like 10 years, so we know who these
Thanks.
people are.
Toys. Hey, we're gonna talk
Yes,
about toys.
toys.
Cool. Yeah.
Yes, right.
What is
Uh,
this?
I did see this on Toy Migos Instagram,
Yeah.
and I had to
Hmm.
take a look at this because this looks very awesome. So
Pre-ordered.
if you
Yeah,
did
who
you
is this? I mean, I know it's VC Toys. I've seen some of the stuff they've done before, but
Mhm.
what character is this?
it's Mr.
This
Knight,
is
Moon
Mr.
Knight.
Knight and or Conchu from
Yeah.
Moon Knight.
Oh, I haven't seen Moon Knight yet.
Oh, it's good. It's really
Oh.
Well,
good.
I mean, this is kind of like comic esque, you could say.
It's a little more.
This,
It's a little more comic esque than it
yeah.
is. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I didn't get him with the hood. I didn't. I don't know what the hood is all about. I don't know what that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
maybe
weird.
that's
I
more
just seen
comic.
it.
I don't know.
No,
I didn't feel I
just-
needed that, so I didn't get that. It was extra, so I didn't buy that. It's cool looking
Yeah,
though. These guys make
yeah.
some great stuff. I mean, it's like I know that if these third party companies, I keep saying this about like Alex, you'll know Susu Toys, but like
Mhm.
the
I
people
do.
who make these 1/6 are getting so good at some of
Mhm.
these figures that people like a Hot Toys won't make because it's just an ancillary character or something
Yeah.
that like nobody you're not gonna sell 10,000 of them. So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but the reason they can do them is because they're not paying for the license. If they could
Yep.
pay for the light, I mean, I guess that's why again this is kind of the golden age. You can go out and buy Mr.
Mhm.
Knight right now as like a Mezco-esque figure before Mezco even makes it. You'll probably get it in hand before Mezco makes it too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it'll be almost as good as a Mezco.
Yeah.
I like when they choose to make characters that, for the most part, like the big companies, you don't think they're going to make. So that's kind of
Yeah.
why I stay away from like the custom Star Wars stuff, because I know eventually Sideshow and especially Hot Toys are going to make it.
Yeah, I've made that mistake in the past. You're correct.
But this
But-
looks pretty good, man. I mean, as far
It
as
does.
accessories too, you got a nice handful compared to like most third-party companies don't put that much in as far as accessories to their releases.
Oh, you know what? I just noticed it says it features a light up, so the head
A
actually
light
lights
up
up.
eyes, LED.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even know how much this was. I pre-ordered it and put it like $15 down. I don't remember how much it was. I think I'm gonna guess it's like $100 or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably like around like 90 or 100. That's what I, yeah.
But what I like is like you can get things like Rorschach and the
Mhm.
comedian from, from a franchise that's not going to make figures. Nobody's going to make those figures, and I want those on my shelf. And yes, Mezco will probably make this figure at some point. And who
Mhm.
knows? Maybe it'll be better. I don't know. But for $90 or whatever the hell it is, does it say how much it is?
75
No.
for the regular version.
75. I mean, that's
Wow.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
But you can't beat that.
Yeah, artsy, they're reputable. Yeah, definitely, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, listen,
questions.
you're buying stuff that's unlicensed, so your morals may vary, but
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm still. You know what? I'm still waiting for my snake eyes.
Oh,
My
that
Toys.
one. What
Yeah,
Oh
was
yeah.
that? 6-inch or was it a 12-inch?
that's a 6-inch figure.
6-inch.
Mhm.
Okay.
But I did order that Venom that was like 1/9 scale or something like that.
Mhm. Greg said you'll get Mr. Knight faux Mezco before 89 Batman comes.
That is true. That is very true. Batman still hasn't
It's,
come
get,
out, and everybody's
it's getting
like,
to
"Oh."
be ridiculous.
I was getting scared of Conan. I was like, "Why are we going to get Conan? Where's my Conan?"
Yeah.
Mr. Jones says that the hood on the suit was from concept art for the show.
Oh,
He followed
okay.
some of the artists and saw them post it.
Interesting.
Nice. Okay, I did not know.
Maybe I should have gotten that now. Yeah.
Uh, Nick still says, "How do you feel about the Toys era X-Men?" Sorry if you already talked about it.
I don't collect them personally, but that's like the movie X-Men, right? That's
Yeah.
There's some good. They've done some really good stuff. I mean, the Quicksilver was excellent.
Yeah. I like
I'm not
them.
into that. I'm not in. I mean, I love those movies for what they were.
Mhm.
I'm just hoping for better in the future. So,
Mhm.
like, I don't feel I need those on the shelf, but they do a great job. Toys Era is one of those companies, man. They kick ass. They're really good. They're doing a really good job.
I would
Not-
love to know like the details of how they're able to avoid, getting sued, basically.
They're in China.
They just-
I
'cause
mean,
they call it
Yeah,
different
I
names.
mean, maybe
Yeah.
it's as simple as that.
yeah.
They do, and they call them like different names as well too. So they
Yeah, but I mean, the companies know. They know
Defoe.
out there.
yeah.
Defoe was the best.
What was that for the Green Goblin?
Yeah, the foe
Yeah.
or the foe. It was
Yeah.
the best. It was great.
All right, I guess there was some Star Wars stuff that happened this week because
Yeah.
May 4th and some pew pew and All that happened this week. But we did get see some new figures. I did miss half of the show. I got to see a little bit of it. But we got some vintage classics here from the gaming greats: Stormtrooper Commander, then Assault Trooper, and then the Phase One Clone Trooper set.
Yep. Those sets are great. I got the
3/4, yeah.
I got to tell you, man, the vintage. So I got Black Series. I got a lot of Black Series. I got the Razor Crest, and before I got the Razor Crest, I was starting to buy like a few vintage series figures just to go along with it, and they're awesome. Like half the time, the sculpts, the paint blows away the Black Series. It's really weird. it's very strange, but they're really good. And I just started diving into the vintage collection and stopping the Black Series for the most part.
Yeah, it seems like it seems like in the vintage collection they give you a little more rounded out set of figures.
Yeah.
And then Black Series kind of catches up, and then vintage goes back and does like a whole set of same series figures, and then it's like.
But I'm saying they look better. They look better. The Moff Gideon vintage collection looked much better than Moff Gideon Black Series figure.
Bill Cosby. Oh, he was Bill Cosby in the face. That's all he was.
Do it, Dante. Do it.
Sleep. We're gonna go on to Princess Leia. She was Princess of the Ewoks, and then they go, and you talk about the Ewoks, and they go on the walk.
The walk.
It's because so it stuck with me so long because after me and my friend, a good friend of mine from high school, like he's like a brother to me. So we always laugh at the moment at The Simpsons where they talk about it's Bill Cosby, and he said it's like kids say the darndest things. And he's like, so what do you like to do? And he's like, what is your favorite thing? He's like, Pokemon, Pokey in the mind, the Pokey in the mind, the Pokedog. And it's just like the most hilarious clip.
And the jokey.
Yes. Yo, the clip is so hilarious. It's just like too funny. Like, oh my god,
it's great.
Like, whenever I go see him and hang out with him, we just look it up and just have a good laugh.
That's great. What do you think about that Leia?
I don't know.
Yeah.
See,
it's such a 10. It was like in there for 5 minutes. This is the problem. Like I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't need this character. Like if this is a hot toy, I'd probably buy it. But
yeah,
I don't need the Black Series version of this character. This look that was in the movie for 5 minutes. I don't know. 10 minutes maybe.
And just like I feel kind of slightly too like $25 and she comes with 2 accessory pieces.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's getting really it's a strange thing because I've heard people say it recently, like you may as well start buying hot toys, which is a ridiculous argument because you're talking about like you can get one figure to 10 basically. But do you need all these ancillary characters, or you just want a really good version of, a specific major character on your shelf? You know what I mean? And you go and get a hot toy instead of getting 5 Figrin Dans and the other guy who plays the other thing to get the band. Maybe I just get a really good, Darth Maul. You know what I mean? It's going to look great on the. I don't know.
I think if you collect a smaller scale, like not 1/6, in your brain, it makes more sense to buy all these different kinds of characters. And I think if you're collecting at a larger scale, because of the space and the money, I think it makes more sense to just.
Get that, but like even from a photography standpoint, like I just don't think I would need Leia in the the somehow the Ewoks made this dress in like 10 minutes. I don't know. It's like it's so specific at this point. Like I look at my Black Series shelf and I'm like, I've got everything. There's nothing else I really need. Yeah. I don't need that robot from episode 3 that was in there for 5 minutes. I just don't. I don't know. I don't need it. Like this
It's-
droid in the middle. Like, what the hell was that from? That was from the
The
Mandalorian?
New Republic video game. Is it a video game? Figure?
Oh, okay.
I don't,
Sorry, I didn't know it was a video game character.
Question: Is there?
No.
Do you guys know if there's
he's
a
from the
Leia
Mandalorian.
outfit?
It is from the
Oh, it's from the
Mandalorian, right?
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Um,
was. So it's the robots on the prison ship.
Oh, right. Yeah, how specific is that? Come on, man.
No.
Come on.
Is there a Leia figure that you think should have been released before this Endor one that they just showed?
They don't have any of the Bespin Leias, right? In
No.
Black Series?
Um,
Well, I mean, no, not technically, because they have the Hoth one, which she wore part of that outfit in Bespin, but they don't have like the dress,
The red one.
right? The Bespin dress.
yeah.
I mean, no, I mean, she only had so many looks, but I don't know.
Yeah. I
He says, he says that the dress may have come from another person that the Ewoks ate. They probably didn't make it themselves.
Exactly. But I have to agree with Dom. Like Dom said, he's like, if she had 3 accessories, she'd be a deluxe figure.
Yeah, true enough. Well, I mean, if she had a jetpack and she was, a helmet, she'd be a Mandalorian. Yeah.
Well, they do it. And my backpack's
Well,
jets.
Moss or the what's his name? The band.
This
the
Friggin'
modal
band.
nodes. The modal nodes guy is like
I was really wondering how much they were going to charge for this, because we're like, this could be an army build, like for the band.
$39.
Yeah.
Man, come on.
For one figure?
One figure, but it comes with all the like instruments for the band.
So do you have to buy the figures or have they put
No,
these up?
so you buy Figure and Dan, which is a standard figure for $24 or $25, and you buy 4 of him. You buy 1 of these, and then you've got the basic band. Like if you really want the whole band, I think you get about 7 or 8 of them or something like that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well,
but if you just want like screen ready modal nodes, you need 5 of them, I think.
yeah. I mean, I'm
But
sure.
only 1 of him, really. You only really need 1 of him.
Like, this man, like, I just can't see this.
I bought him. I bought him. I know. I sit here and I'm like chastising this, but I bought him and Figure and Dan. I don't know why.
Because you want that band, you want that.
But it'll probably sit in the box, and I'll probably end up selling it until the 3 3/4 version comes out, and then I'll buy those.
You're collecting the 3 3/4 also?
The vintage series is what I've been doing because A, it's cheaper. B, it's just better. It's better looking, and
I think it's better looking too. Yeah,
they're really really good figures.
Yeah.
And you can get ships and things like that. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
it's the purity. It's 3 3/4. It's just Star Wars 3 3/4. There's just something very
it is primal.
taps into, just hits me in the feels.
It does.
It
does.
This do you get like 2 sets of hands, but
Well, they obviously
because you need them. You need them to hold the different instruments, right? Yeah.
They obviously didn't sell this as a pack because they can get a lot more money out of you if they sell them individually, right?
Oh yeah, why not?
I was fully expecting that to be like and it still may be like a celebration special, like all 5 of them or something like that in a box or something. I don't know.
Maybe with a slightly different deco or something, or maybe not.
They made the vintage collection 332nd Ahsoka's Clone Trooper.
Yep, got a couple of those.
And they were feeling kind of nostalgic on the show about it. Like, yeah, remember that part in the show? Like, oh yeah. I was like, oh,
that was a great last season, though, man. Like Clone Wars, that last season was incredible.
Yep.
RC Designs asks, I'm thinking of getting Spider Gwen. Which version is better, Mayfex or Macy Yamaguchi?
I love the Mayfex figure.
Yeah, Mayfex. That'd probably be the best one. Action Figure Expert says there's already been 3 3/4 versions of them in the Cantina bands, and do not ensure an advantageous collection of them at any time soon.
They're super dated though.
They're really dated, yeah.
I think they had like the 3 3/4 cut at the elbows too. Or maybe it even goes back to the Power of the Force 2 figures. I mean, I think can't remember. I used to
Yeah,
have.
they're due for an update for sure.
Yeah.
And Spider Gwen, I might even hold out for the Sentinel version if you're really waiting to buy something. It's probably going to happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have
See
a feeling
this.
they're gonna go through.
This just looks great.
Yeah.
Is that the skeleton hand that he has?
It's his droid
It's
his
metal.
droid at the
Yeah,
end.
robot hand.
You know, when he grabs Padme. There you go.
No, Annie, no touch, Annie, no.
Oh, what Jar Jar there? Well, they're
No, I can just
they're
see
kind
it
of
patting me just like, no, Annie, no touch, Annie.
uh,
No, I would never speak Jar Jar on this show. It's just that was just no. That George
would
Mickey was wrong for that.
How about
oh,
Bill Cosby as Jar Jar or vice versa?
Was like, Annie, what you got
Mesa
here?
Mesa gonna go to the
he kind of sounds southern.
Right. I can just see, I can just see, like we just talk, like, see, Andy, what you got to do is you got to look for the zow and the zooms out with the lightsaber.
Mesa would like some jello pudding. Yeah, I'm doing too. It's too southern. I don't know. I got a southern twang to that too. It's too much.
Would you get a Hot Toys Jar Jar?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness! Please no.
Oh, I
Yeah,
would. I would
hell
even
yeah.
get like Senator Jar Jar, whatever he was.
You know
Oh,
what?
that's
It
even
was a
worse.
terrible character. I hated the character, but I don't
Rubber
know.
skin hot
It's-
toy. I'm sure. Well, maybe not, but
I think for photography, it could be fun.
yeah, would never. I don't think they'll ever make them though.
This
Oh, I
one's
think so.
wild.
I think
You
it'll
think?
happen.
No?
Yeah, I think it'll happen.
Oh, trust me, they'll get around to them.
Yeah.
This one sold out, which is surprising.
Yeah. I had no
Super
interest in this
Commander.
whatsoever.
I didn't think this one would be the one that sold out, but it's.
Yeah, I didn't love that whole angle. I got it. You know, I know it was part of the story and the whole Darth Maul thing, but like, spoiler alert, but I don't know. I just never liked the look of these guys.
Mm.
I don't know. This is me.
They're cool.
The Sentinel Miles is better than the Mayfex
Yes.
one. Yes, I resisted that forever, and I love the Mayfex Miles. I thought it was fantastic, and I'm like, these people are full of crap. But and then I got the Sentinel Miles, and it is vastly better.
Yeah.
Vastly is strong, but it's better. It's definitely better.
That was my number one figure of 2020.
Yeah.
No,
It's good.
It's
It's really good.
No, yeah, number one figure 2020.
Yep.
Yeah, because that one was so amazing. Like it, just all the pieces that you got for him, for what it was worth. It was that figure. Was
It just
hands down.
it had more of a cartoon feel than the Sentinel one. I mean, I'm sorry, the Mayfex one. The Mayfex one, the soft goods. I'm keeping them both because I'm probably going to mix the soft goods onto the Sentinel one. But what the hell are we looking at here?
We got the John Wick Gallery Cassian PVC diorama and Lord of the Ring Golem deluxe action figure.
From who?
From Diamond Select.
Oh God, no.
My eyeballs.
Pass. Diamond Select. Oh God. These guys, like, I saw them at Toy Fair 3 years ago, whatever the hell it was. Saw those Lord of the Ring figures and they looked great. And I'm like, I can't wait for these things. I got Gimli and Legolas was legless in like less than 10 minutes. I was just trying to put him into a pose where he was holding his bow and like had his legs and it just snapped. And I'm like, this is a piece of crap and I hate these things. So
did you see the Princess Bride figures?
Ugh. Yeah.
Man, I thought it was just a joke when we looked at the pictures one time.
I only saw the pictures, yeah.
Oh my goodness! When I looked at them up close, it was horrible.
Yeah. I know like Mayfex, not Mayfex, Mezco will never do them, but I would love the Princess Bride from Mezco. I would love Lord of the Rings from Mezco. I mean, I really want a good. This is awful. This is just awful. There's no redeeming qualities to that whatsoever.
Oh, And then
What?
High
Oh.
Toys is making Godzilla.
Oh, this is the first. Yeah, didn't we see a render of it last time?
Yeah.
They're doing the current version.
Yeah.
What's the scale on this?
I
These
think
are
they're
3 and
smaller, right?
3/4. Yeah, these
Yeah.
are 3 3/4 because they're high.
I mean, it's great for 3 3/4.
Yeah.
The details.
See.
Is
Oh
That's
no,
nice.
it's actually 7 inches tall.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It said
Well,
the new
then
Godzilla
it's
stands
just
7
like.
inches.
I mean, I'm perfectly happy with my monster arts.
Yeah, monster arts are killer.
Yeah.
I
It's,
resisted
26
those.
points. He looks good. I wouldn't have put him with the black background.
Oh, we lost Alex.
Yeah, it happens at this point.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, no, he's completely gone. I don't know what happened to him. He'll be back.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
Shartimus had the Lord of the Rings. He had the same thing. Legolas snapped on the review, and the same thing. And I was like, "That's not going to happen to me," and it totally did.
Wow. Yeah. See. Yeah,
And wait a minute? Whose is this? Who's putting this out?
this is Haya. Haya
Oh,
Toys.
Haya. Okay, Haya Toys. Okay, so this articulation should be pretty good.
Yeah, they're saying there's 26 points of articulation for it. So
Looks good.
yeah, he's back.
There he is.
Yeah,
Let's see.
it kicked off for some reason.
I don't know if
I love
it's
Godzilla,
adaptation.
but to this day, I don't have really anything from Godzilla. I got a
Same
NECA.
here.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean the NECA stuff is good too.
It is good. Yeah.
We did talk about this last week. I just feel.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I still don't know how I feel about that.
Mm.
Did you do you guys talk about the Hot Toys? Oh no.
Not,
that's right.
It's coming up.
Thank you.
Okay.
Then we got Shredder 2 from Secret of the Ooze, regular.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip the Secret of the Ooze stuff. It's just I don't need it.
It's a nice catch up for people who didn't get the original.
Yeah.
Guys, but
Yeah.
And I've been saying this for a while now. Especially collectors now, I think, favor the second movie over the first one.
really,
Yeah, I mean, I see. I mean, it's like the movie for the generation after ours, or the original Turtles generation. Even if you start, following them in the comics, the initial comics, like the first movie is kind of like the cap of that generation's Ninja Turtles, and then the second movie is like that's what I've noticed.
Yeah, I think it was Don said he grew up on the second one. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was there for all three of them. And the third
one. Again, artsy Sentinel, but everything's Sentinel. It's all good.
Where is the Hot Toy stuff?
Oh, you're gonna have a tricky time. You probably go to Facebook.
Yeah, go to Facebook or Instagram and to their
and just go to Hot Toys. Yeah. It's hard to find on Sideshow.
Yeah, I noticed that now. Like, it's always hard to find stuff on the website.
They don't. Yeah, it's like even when you search, they don't come up. It's like you got to specifically search for a certain figure.
There you go. So this is the Tank Commander, which I think he's being released.
He's out.
Right.
Yeah. I literally just ordered this. I don't know why.
It looks cool though. I mean, I know why, because it looks cool.
It does, but it should have come with a sculpt. It either should have come with the Mando or it should have come with Mayfeld.
Bill Burr. Well, I think. Well, he's coming. I think maybe.
I know, but then I got to buy another one.
Well,
just
they do.
I know they know.
They do.
It's stupid. I'm stupid because I bought it.
I'm
surprised
my Mando Deluxe from last year was my top figure of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And I sold them because they're coming out with the Casimiro with the unhelmeted skull. They get you.
Right. Yeah,
they love double dipping.
Yeah.
Well, they literally did that with the Luke, the Return of the Jedi Luke. They came out with one version.
Yeah.
And then like 2 weeks later, they came out with the deluxe version that after everybody had pre-ordered the first one.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, this is the first preview that they had. So the I think all of the releases this past week, all the previews are all Attack of the Clones 20th anniversary, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they
And
had,
there was a lot. There was a lot. Like this
yeah,
was they did the 40th anniversary of Empire, which I think got the shaft
yeah,
basically,
yeah.
and like still no Han Solo. Ridiculous. But Attack of
Well,
the Clones gets 5 figures released on May 4th.
yeah,
It's not even Celebration yet. Like you're gonna get probably another 5 figures in Celebration.
yeah. Now my thing with their latest Attack of the Clones, like the C-3PO, he's only been released the Force Awakens version with the red arm, correct?
No, they don't have Hot Toys has never
They
done
never
a
even made
a
them, so they
3PO.
don't even have the original version.
Sideshow. So here's the deal.
Yeah,
Sideshow.
Sideshow.
This is my knowledge of it. Sideshow has the original trilogy rights to 3PO.
Oh, wow.
So at least 3PO, if not R2 as well. So as long as they keep making it, and you can go on to Sideshow right now and order another 3PO. They just keep it's perpetually available. So as long as they keep that available, Hot Toys can't make the OT unless they buy the license from Sideshow. Can't make the OT 3PO. So they can make the red arm 3PO, which they've shown,
Mhm.
and they made the Clone Wars 3PO or Attack of the Clones 3PO. But that they can't make. And I want it so badly because this is partly die cast, and I know we're on to Anakin now. But
Gotcha.
okay, question. Go back to that last picture. All right, they were showing this this Stap, right? The thing he's riding.
Uh-huh.
All right, see those engines?
Uh-huh.
You see where his legs are? How the fuck does that not burn your fucking legs in half, man? What the fuck? What kind of design is that? Like, that's ridiculous.
Hey, man, suspend your, use your imagination.
Well,
I love sci-fi, but that's just stupid.
Well, I guess if the droids were riding it, I mean, they would.
The droids, yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
whatever.
They're metal, so they're just heating up anyway.
Exactly.
So
this is a different haircut for the same sculpt that they've used for Anakin for 3 figures now, but it's a different hairstyle.
Yeah, different. What I like what they're doing with this Clone Wars stuff, which is weird that they didn't do it with the Ahsoka that you just got, is that they're putting the actor's likeness on the cartoon outfit versions.
Yep.
Which I love because that's basically what I would do with.
And Sideshow's doing the other version of that. They're doing the cartoon version.
Look great, but
yeah, they look cool
gonna get
too.
a few figures spaced out over a few years.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I like what they did with Ahsoka. They brought her into it, and I thought they put a little bit of Rosario Dawson in.
You think so?
Yep. If you see it up close, it's like she's there. But she stands on her own. So it's cool. I mean, I like what they're doing. I got Rex. I won't get this Anakin. I don't need this Anakin.
Oh, I want it just because of the Stap.
I'm reading this, and it's saying, so more of a special edition available in select markets will include a gray poncho with weathering effects as bonus items exclusively.
That's the Sideshow exclusive, I think.
Okay.
So if you order through Sideshow, you'll get that poncho, which,
I wear a poncho sometimes.
Yeah, ponchos are great.
Poncho. It'd be great if they start dipping into some other characters. Oh, man, Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doctor Strange. Here goes.
Yeah. So this is partially die-cast. We don't know how much is die-cast or not. There was a fully die-cast 3PO that came out years ago. From,
Japanese company.
Yep. Tamashi.
Well, this is Japanese also, but
and it was it's a really good figure, but the proportions I never thought were like great. And this looks really, really good.
Yeah.
But it's the Attack of the Clones version, which is it's not the 3PO that I want on my shelf necessarily. So looks great though.
I'm gonna have to. I mean,
I might have to grab it too.
Yeah, I think it's different enough.
I know.
It doesn't have really any of the chrome sheen kind of gold.
Yeah.
So
if I was gonna get C-3PO, it would be the chrome shiny one.
Sure. Look at the accessory it comes with, or like some of the accessories that it comes with. One of them in particular is the droid head, which
the battle droid. The battle droid I'm picking up for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Did they?
It's like the cheapest hot toy that you can buy at this point, I think.
Well, I don't know if
There
it's
it
gone
is.
up for pre-order, but don't they also have the battle droid that comes with the stab also, or did they only just show that off at San Diego?
I don't think that's for sale.
I think yeah, maybe it was just displayed at San Diego a
Yeah.
few years ago.
Yeah. Yep.
And then we got Clone Pilot.
Yeah, this is deep. It's a deep cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it the same helmet as that?
Yeah, the Phantom Menace 3PO. I wouldn't doubt it, Dom. I wouldn't doubt that you will probably see that.
I would have much rather preferred a episode 1 3PO because I kind of dig the whole not having his coverings.
Mm-hmm.
Although he shouldn't have been in the military. But.
Yeah, these are deep cuts. I mean, you got to be a real OT or a prequel fan to be getting the Clone Pilot, I think.
Or clone collector, because I know a lot of guys that just collect.
I know. That's true. Yeah. I started getting like Stormtrooper. I started noticing that I have a Stormtrooper collection. Like that's what I have. And that's why I got that transport trooper. I'm like, well, I guess I should probably get this guy.
So my question is this: even though this is an interchangeable head, do you think these little these little hoses will start wearing over time?
Wearing?
I mean, it looks
no, they're going to be a flexible plastic.
Yeah,
they're fine. Yeah,
like they have like some kind of bendy wire or something in it. I think. I don't think they're like they don't drape onto his gear.
No, yeah, no, they're.
Yeah, this one's hitting like his shoulder.
No,
they may be shaped that way, or either I doubt that they're even bendy.
Okay.
I doubt that they're bendy. Yeah, either there's a wire inside like that's hollow, or they just kind of sit that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the only thing that really deteriorates on these things is the pleather.
Right.
It's really only if you're in like a high humidity climate too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is cool. Yeah, this is cool. Just as a design, I mean, this is a good design. I never liked these characters. I hated their voices, but
yeah,
Rabble.
I like how it can fold up like that, and
that's pretty cool. Yeah,
drop ship mode or whatever.
Yep.
See, I think I'd be more interested in getting any Hot Toys if they just weren't like based off the movies.
Off
the movie, like Star Wars movies. Like if they went into like a different, like they reached out to like, hey, you can get
like video game characters,
Dr. Aphra or something.
Yes, like
or
characters like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be fine. I probably would dip my toes in it.
Well, I mean, the fact that they're doing, I mean, yeah, again, like Alex said, they're doing the cartoon, they're doing the Clone Wars characters as real humans. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, I mean, they probably do if they did a Dr. Aphra. I don't think they've done anything from the comic books that's been specific to comic books, but it would be kind of cool. I mean, Dr. Aphra, if she doesn't show up in a show pretty soon, should probably be a figure at some point.
Yeah, this is funny. And the droid comes with this. I didn't know the droid comes with the C-3PO head.
Yeah.
I mean, the closest thing that they had the Star Wars VGN video game line, which only came out with a few figures. I think the Snow Trooper 2-pack that you have behind you, I think was part of it.
Mm-hmm.
The Battlefront.
Yes. Yeah. The Battlefront. Right. Yep.
Have a few. I think, Dante, it's just a matter of time. You just have to be really patient. Once they get
they're going to run out of troopers.
Yeah,
pretty soon,
once they get through with the original trilogy stuff and the prequels, and I think they're going to start getting to those.
I've seen how far Black Series came. I ain't got that much time.
I mean, you're going to be waiting twice as long, if not.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I ain't got that much time.
Well, then you're going to have shows. You can have another season of Mandalorian.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tricky. I mean, we still don't have a Bespin Han Solo, man, and we just
I know. And they previewed him though on.
I know. I think it's a likeness issue. I think they're probably having problems with Harrison Ford.
Huh.
I'm guessing. These look good. I might pick up one of these. I just like the design of this as well.
Yeah.
It's just a regular clone trooper, right? It's not.
You
have no higher ranking. It's just
no.
Yeah. You know, with these troopers, when it comes to Hot Toys, I think if you want to build an army, all you really need to do is just get one of every release You don't even have to get every release, and I think you'll have enough to build an army. They might not all be, they might be all different ranks or whatever, but
Right.
if you don't want to spend that much money in getting duplicates of this guy, for example,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think the best way to go is just to get like, one of each release. One Captain Rex, one whatever.
Well, this one's kind of cool because you get to like that Revenge of the Sith head as
Mhm.
well with it.
Yep.
Yeah, and then what they also do is they release them in different states of battle damage. Like the Stormtrooper, they had like the Endor one that had a little bit of green kind of muddy stuff, slight a little bit, and then you have like the Episode 4 ones, which are stock, shiny,
Right.
So
Yeah, I would say if you can call 3 army building, I've got 3 of the general stormtroopers from the OT. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I really wouldn't be army building too much from Hot Toys.
It's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough. This R2, I'm totally going to pass because I'm so happy with the last release, which
Yeah, me too.
I think it's an Empire based one, right? Empire R2,
I thought that was,
or was it Jedi?
I thought that was the Force Awakens, wasn't it?
No, that was the first one. That was the very first one they released, and then the last one that they released.
Was that Empire?
Yeah, because
Okay.
down here
Or Jedi? No, Jedi because
maybe
it
it's Jedi.
Oh no, wait, no.
The Jedi one was.
Did it come with a tray? No, it didn't come with a tray.
No, that's a Sideshow release. You're thinking of the
Yeah.
Sideshow one. That's why I think this one is Empire, because he doesn't have. I don't think, if I remember correctly, I don't think he has any of the little devices that pop out of him that were in Jedi.
I still, I don't know, man. Maybe you're right, but I still think that's the Force Awakens R2, because I still think that Sideshow has the option and the rights to the OT droids, and I think that's why that one was the Force Awakens. Although there's hardly a difference between that and Jedi.
But there were 2 releases. The R2 from Force Awakens
from Hot Toys, yeah.
Yeah, he came out when the Force Awakens pretty much came out, and then this one was released in the last 6 months, I think.
You might be right. I'm going to assume you're right because I don't know. I'm like, I thought that was. I know there was a Force Awakens one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it came out in 2015 or 16, I think.
Okay.
But this is again, anniversary of Attack of the Clones, so you get the thrusters from that part of the story where he's in the droid factory.
Right.
And it's completely silly. I hate that.
This is ridiculous.
Even though I love the prequels, I can't stand that scene.
You know what? I'm looking at it now. Did they called it the deluxe version?
Mm-hmm. So
I wonder if they didn't even tie it to a movie.
It could. I mean, that's why I was asking, because
that might be the case.
Like episode, unless, because when you go to the item page on Sideshow, it'll say based on them in the description. It'll say based on how he appears in episode. I don't even.
I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to look it up. You might be right. I don't remember that. That's interesting. It looks nice though. I mean, this version, I like the weathering on it.
Yeah.
But I have no interest in that whatsoever.
Yeah. If you missed out on the other releases of R2, definitely pick this one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Comes with a whole bunch, and the one that I have has a die-cast dome.
Yep.
It's just a solid. I remember when I picked him up, I was like, "Wow, he's got some weight to it." Feels like he's got.
Yeah, beats the hell out of the Sideshow version.
Yeah, I have that one too, only because I have the Sideshow Jabba, and he's the only one that comes with the tray with the cups and all that stuff.
Said, I'll clear things up. He said there are 2 R2D2s, Force Awakens and Deluxe. Deluxe is from all three OT movies.
Okay. Yeah.
It took quite a come in like,
thank you, Eddie.
Gentlemen. I'll fix this.
There you go.
Yeah.
So the Deluxe was just like they didn't call it anything because I still think that's the case. I think that Sideshow has those rights and they're not giving them up as long as they keep making them. They get to keep them or something.
I've never
And it sucks because their 3PO is decent, but it's plastic. It's not really shiny. I would love to see Hot Toys make it, but
yeah.
It's a good Star Wars week, though, man.
It was. I'm happy for everybody who loves Star Wars. I didn't get nothing that I really wanted to see, but
I well, you
I,
had
lo-
your Marvel Legends week before, right? Like you
Mhm.
had a good,
yeah,
you had a
you know,
great show. You had a lot of Spider-Man stuff. It was all
yeah.
good.
Well, I'm not like I shouldn't say I'm not upset with Star Wars. I didn't see the stuff that I would like to see in figure form. More of
Mm,
like the
Mhm.
comic characters,
hmm
more like the video game characters because they keep what you call it which making like all the like clones like and all the like troopers. That's all they keep doing.
Well, the troopers are like an easy. I mean, that's it's like with Hot Toys, it's like Iron Man. You know what I mean? It's like you're
Yeah,
gonna get every Iron Man under the sun because
Yeah.
they're easy to make. And people, the problem, the other thing is like the Asian market will buy those. They buy the robots and stuff like that. They don't buy the
Yeah.
human figures as much, so
Mhm.
yeah.
they make a lot more out of those. Yeah,
All right, gentlemen. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Trevor, thank you for hanging with us. It was fun.
it
Oh,
was
Even though
fun.
I didn't understand it, this was an Alex. This is you and Alex
I
show.
felt like I just went to 1/6 scale therapy.
Well, I'm gonna get you on the show, man, because this
There
is
you go.
like, yeah,
I
for
just needed
sure,
someone
man.
to listen to my 1/6 problems, someone that could relate. And
Definitely.
thank you for coming on. It was a treat.
Yes, we
Yeah, it's
appreciate it.
definitely
Yes,
fun.
And
it was
you're
fun.
extremely talented. I said
Thank you,
that
sir.
before. Just, it's a true
Thanks.
pro in every sense of the word.
Appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah. If I may plug,
Yeah.
Sure,
just
go ahead.
check out my channel on YouTube. That's my new thing. Legion's Lounge.
There you go.
We talk about Mythic Legions, and on every other Friday, you'll see Alex there soon. It's the one. It's the 1/6 pack. We drink beer and talk about 1/6 figures and all that stuff. So, and then I have a bunch of photography, toy photography videos as well. So
For
check
the
it out.
Instagram live that you did earlier today that I couldn't watch because I was at work.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Keep the job. Yeah, that's good. It's good.
Oh yeah, this job I gotta keep. Yeah, yeah.
I will
Don't mess
definitely
around.
be checking out, liking, and subscribing for sure.
Yes, definitely. And
Cool.
don't forget, when's Legion's Con? In November.
You put me on the spot now. It's early November. It's the
Yeah.
tickets are on sale now. Go to
Yes, they are.
legionscon.com or
Caucus,
legionshop.com. I think the yeah. Yep.
Caucus, New Jersey. I have to go
Yeah,
to my
man. You going?
well, Mario was like, "We're going." I was like,
It's
"All
fun, man. It's
right."
fun just to see the customs and stuff that people make. It's a lot of fun. Even if you buy nothing, it's a great time.
Hmm.
I'll show up. I'll show up. I'll show up to Legion's Con. It'll be my first Legion's Con to go to.
Do it.
We just did get super chat. Thank
Nice.
you, Pokey. 87. Another great show as usual. Trevor, thanks for stopping in.
Thanks, Pokey.
There
Has
you
me
go.
for chat.
Dom with all the information. November 5th and 6th. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, because Archie's going. Archie will be up there. He'll be the short little guy. He's the short little guy. Looks like a wrestler. And he looks like he's got money. He's got. If he looks like he got money, then you know it's Archie. He's got money. Don't worry. He'll spend.
All right. Cool.
And Disavow may show up too with his lady A Tizzle, who will be enabling some good Mythic Legion stuff.
Yeah. I'll be enabling you. You'll walk out with a box.
I walk if they have trolls there, I'll try to get two because I miss a train on these trolls. Now it's like every time I see them, like $120. Is it?
Dude, there's going to
No, I have
be
nowhere to put
the
that troll.
Alithia wave. All the vampires and stuff are going to be out, and the deluxe Legion builders. You're gonna walk out with a box. I'm gonna
Okay,
get
if the
you
space
to walk
characters
out
there,
with
I might spend some more money. I might.
Cosmic
Not yet.
probably not going to happen by that time. I don't think, but we'll see.
All right, we'll see. We'll see when I get up there. We'll see. I
Yeah.
may buy 2 or 3. May.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how my money works at that point in time.
I know. Who the hell knows what's coming out at that point?
Exactly. We might go into stage 14 of pandemics.
That's right. That's right.
But again, thank you, Trevor. It's
Thanks,
awesome to
guys.
have you on here, and I'm glad we got you on here. We got to get you back on here again.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's fun.
Hang with us.
I want to get on when you and Laser Pants do the Bill Cosby off, though, for sure. I'm waiting for
You know
that to
what?
happen.
He says he does stuff like
He has no chance.
he makes up stories. Yeah, like I would say, he has no chance. Like Mr. Man, no chance. That's what you got. No
If it was a
chance.
George Lucas off, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I've heard
Yeah,
that.
because you know
pretty good.
why he does look like George Lucas when he was on
Yeah,
Saturday Night
you
Live.
came up
He was
dressed
like,
up like
"You don't
him.
get me a Diet Coke."
Oh, I'm definitely faster and a little more focus,
Yep. Yes, he can do it.
more
Yep,
intensity, faster, more intensity.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Join us next week when we'll have Josh Cheney with us. Cheney
Oh,
80.
nice.
No, Cheney. No, I'm sure. Not Cheney. I don't know. I do apologize.
Cheney 180.
Yeah, Cheney.
Mhm.
That's Cheney Wayne. I'll keep messing it up. Yes,
Love
Cheney
Josh.
Wayne will be joining us from the Toy Amigos, so he'll be hanging out with us, guest hosting with us next week. Um. Oh, Alex, would you show off this week before we leave out of here?
Oh, put me on the spot. Um, let me. Oh yeah,
I
let
got you.
me share my screen for you. Can you see that? No, not yet.
No, wait.
There you go. There. And can you see that?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so this is my cover for Godzilla versus Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #2.
Damn.
It's a naked cover, which means there's no logos and stuff. And I recently found out that all my covers are going to be exclusive covers, so you can only get them directly from IDW. They're limited to, I think, a couple of thousand, maybe 1,000, maybe a couple thousand.
Wow,
So
man.
once they sell out, that's it.
That's beautiful.
Thanks. Colors by the uber talented Matt Herms. Follow him on Instagram uh, under Matt_MATT_ Herms HERMS. He does a bunch of other stuff for mostly like anime stuff, not anime like cartoon stuff like Sonic the Hedgehog, but works really well off of my artwork. So
Yeah, the
him,
coloring is great. That
yeah, yeah.
slice between the light and the shadow is so
Yeah,
cool.
I've never had anyone really color to the
Really
level that
nice.
he does my stuff. So I'm so happy to have him. And from now on, I hope he colors all my stuff because he just knocks it out of the park. It's a really great contrast and complement to our art styles. So shout out to him. And yeah, this is out now. If you want to go get it, you just go to IDW.com, IDW Publishing, one of the two.
Beautiful.
So there's that. And that's all I got.
Yeah, it does.
Alright.
The Bart says it reminds him of Shogun Warriors. It reminds me of
Mhm.
Shogun Warriors as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you know,
Very close. They're in that realm.
they're
Yeah,
pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are. They truly are.
very cool.
And don't
Awesome.
forget to go check out Phone Formers and check out their charity. Because help my man out. Whew, you about to say I'm done wrapping this up. But
Oh,
don't you do it, Phone Formers. You don't do it. I'm telling you not to do it. When you listen to this, if you're not listening, watching now right now, listening, you listen to it probably sometime this weekend. Don't do it, sir.
mm,
And shout out to my man Alcatraz. Welcome back to Instagram. Glad you're back on IG. I've been looking for some fun stuff to look at about my day, about a whole week worth of good memes out there. All right, folks, we are out of here. We will see you next Friday. Stay safe, happy hunting, and hope all your toy dreams come true.